This week's Game of the Week, Connersville meets Lawrenceburg at Spartan Stadium. High school football, and the Spartans hope to stop the Tigers on the TV3 Game of the Week. From Spartan Stadium on the campus of Connersville High School, it's high school football as the Lawrenceburg Tigers meet the Spartans in game number 8 of the season. Hi everybody, with Ron Wiley. This is Fran Schummel, and we are just minutes away from this game getting underway, a game that puts the Spartans 4-3 record against a team with the best record in the Eastern Indiana Athletic Conference. That's the Lawrenceburg Tigers. They have won 6 games and lost 1. That loss was a 15-14 final with East Central in the season's first game back in August. These guys in the orange and black uniforms score an average of 36 points a game and allow opponents about 16 points a game. Connersville's averages are 26 on offense and 32 on defense. Last week, Lawrenceburg won over Rushville 70-12, while the Spartans were losing 50-0 at East Central. Ron, Lawrenceburg knows where the end zone is.
Yeah, they sure do. And I tell you, when they started the season off playing East Central and only held them to 15 points, of course, they only scored 14. That kind of tells you what type of team they are.
Right.
You know, I tell you what, Adam Kelly's got to feel a lot of pressure as we played East Central last week. They're the heavyweights, and now we're playing another heavyweight, kind of like a super heavyweight back-to-back against the two bigs in the EIAC. You know, again, we just want to come out and hold strong and hopefully put last week's 50-0 loss in the rearview mirror and play much stronger against Lawrenceburg.
When you play a team like this, you have to be at the top of your game. You have to limit their big plays. You can't make mistakes.
No.
Nobody can miss an assignment. I mean, you have to play a perfect game.
You have to play a perfect game.
Absolutely.
And not only do you have to play a perfect game, they have to be on their C game. Again, you're going to see a difference as they're coming out to the field right now. I mean, this is not just a large team numbers-wise. This is a big team physically-wise. I mean, these guys are big. A world of difference since the last time we were on the field against a team in similar outfits. Of course, Broad Ripple only brought 22 players, or 21 players. These guys bring a ton of players, and they come to play and play very well.
They won the Class 3A part of the conference. East Central won the Class 4A part, which Connersville was part of.
Right.
So those two are the top 2 teams in the conference.
Oh, without question, they're the top 2 teams. Again, they had a hard-fought defensive battle last time that they played, as I'm talking about East Central and Lawrenceburg, yes. 15-14. So again, 2 top teams play very close, play very similar. We know what happened to us last week against East Central. Again, hopefully we've corrected those mistakes that we made last week against East Central, and we can again play that perfect game.
They, like the Spartans, stay on the ground most of the time. Up until now, we may see some passing tonight, I suppose, if the situation makes it possible. But yeah, for most of the time, they, like the Spartans, are a rushing team.
You know, and again, they have the line to do that. The
Yes.
Spartans have won and lost games at the line. When we've won our ball games, we've won at the defensive line by wearing out the offense. We did it against Richmond that second half into the overtime. We did it against Rushville. We did it last week, last game of the week against Broad Ripple. You know, we wear teams out, but this team is a different team. This is a different beast. They're good at both ends of the ball,
yes,
and their line is incredible at both ends of the ball. So, you know, we got to not be the team that gets worn out.
Leading rushers for the Spartans are Donathan Foreman, who has 772 yards. He wears number 12. And number 32, Dalton Du Bois, he has 1,312 yards going into tonight's game.
That's awesome.
So the Spartans have 2 guys that do a lot of the ball carrying,
yeah,
while the Tigers from Lawrenceburg have 4. Number 43, Hunter Pruitt. Number 9, Austin Weimer. Number 10, Adam Bird. And number 11, Dawson Craig. Those will be the guys to watch tonight.
I'm sure a lot of guys to watch. I mean, there are a lot of guys to watch. We just have our 2 guys. But again, I can't remember the last time we had 2 runners over 700 yards. Now we may have 2 runners over 1,000 yards,
yes,
by the time this season's all said and done. So, you know, again, this is senior night. You know, hopefully the boys are coming out here a little extra oomph. against this premier team in the EIAC.
At halftime, as you mentioned, senior night, and all the seniors will be brought onto the track here to line up before the home crowd. Not only the seniors in football, but all of the fall sports.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a fun time for all these kids. It's also Breast Cancer Awareness Month, October.
Pink Out Night.
Of course, it's Pink Out Night. So, surprised the Spartans didn't bring out the pink jerseys. That would have been nice to see on Pink Out Night. But again, we're honoring those who have survived breast cancer, those who have breast cancer, and honoring the seniors as well.
And there's a lot of pink in the crowd.
Yeah,
so,
a lot of pink.
So the folks are here to support.
We should have worn
that
pink.
important.
We should have wore our pink. But they can't see it, so we do have pink on, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
The Spartans began playing Lawrenceburg in 2013 when they and Rushville became members of the Eastern Indiana Athletic Conference. And sorry to say, in the 4 meetings since 2013, the Spartans have yet to beat Lawrenceburg.
But basketball is different.
You're right.
Basketball is a little different. Football is their game. And it shows, and we'll see that tonight. But unfortunately, have we even scored a point?
So it'll be a tough battle right now. The 4 captains for the Spartans are going onto the field, and we're going to have a coin toss, an honorary coin toss by Brandy Miller, which is a very nice gesture on part of the CHS crew here.
Yes, very much.
Tonight, our husband Kevin Miller. Randy and Kevin have 4 children, Josh, Ashley, and Christian.
Very nice that high school athletics gets involved with stamping out cancer. Awareness of that to all of us. We all know somebody who's affected by cancer. Whether you're directly affected or you know someone personally.
Yes.
My mom does have breast cancer, but has stage 4 lung cancer. So, know how much this means to those of us who are affected by that.
The captains tonight for the Spartans are Garrett Flowers. Garrett is number 44, and unfortunately he is injured. He is not in uniform tonight, but he is having the honor of being one of the co-captains, along with Donovan Foreman is out there. Number 12, James Hensley. Number 10 is one of the captains for CHS. There's one more guy that we got to pick out here. Shane McCain, I believe, number 58, is the 4th co-captain tonight.
Last time they're going to be on this field, except McClain, he's a junior. But other than that, the seniors, last time they're going to be out on this field, and again, their heart has got to be racing.
Oh, they have one more home game, Ron, as the Spartans in the sectional draw.
Oh, that's right.
We're fortunate. They are the home team.
Yeah, that's right. We have
on October the 20th. They'll be playing Mooresville here at 7 o'clock.
I stand corrected.
Friday night, opening game of the Class 4A sectional.
And it's a winnable ball game. It's a winnable ball game for us in the sectionals. Again, we're not going to get too far ahead. We got to take care of business here against Lawrenceburg.
Absolutely.
It would be fantastic if we can pull off an upset. It would be outstanding to this program as well.
It would make headlines.
Yeah, definitely make headlines.
The Spartans have one season ball game left, and that'll be a trip to Batesville to take on the Bulldogs. That game is coming up on October 13th. The pregame festivities are over. We are just about set to go for the opening kickoff. Lawrenceburg will be kicking off to the Spartans. Ball teed up at the 40-yard line. Tigers, as we mentioned, in orange and black are the school colors, so they have black pants, white jerseys, black numerals outlined in orange.
Last time we played a team with that color scheme, we walked off this field with 63 points, I believe it was. 62?
61.
61. And it was around there. So.
That was a high point of the Spartans, 61 points against Broad Ripple, and the 70 points that Lawrenceburg put up against Rushville, their highest single game total of the season. We are set to go. The officials tonight for this ball game. Had them here a minute ago. Let them get away, I guess.
I think I may have moved them on you.
You covered up my officials.
I can't believe I did that.
Mitchell Pollack, John Neville, Terry Taylor, Joe Stevenson, and Joe Tamari. Here we go. The kick, and it is Spartans deep in their own territory around the 10-yard line.
Yeah, not good. I tell you what, right there, the speed from Lawrenceburg was evident on that kickoff right there as they just busted through any wedge or any line that we may have had to any lane that we tried to open up. They busted through rather quickly. That looked very impressive, very scary too for us faithful.
Spartans go on the attack. First play of the game tonight. Spartans, as we mentioned, deep in their own territory. Adam Kelly Jr. at quarterback rolls out for a pass, and it is incomplete at the 30-yard line.
You know, I love that call. It wasn't executed, but I love the call. You know, I keep going for it. I mean, that right there was, I don't think we have seen in any of the years we've ever done a game where we had to pass the first play.
Dalton DuBois was the intended receiver. It was just out of his reach. So 2nd and 10 for the Spartans coming up.
Yeah, again, like the idea, it wasn't executed, but doesn't mean that we got to abandon it.
Spartans line up, tight formation. Trying to get out of deep in their own territory. Tigers dig in on defense. Here comes the play, coming to the near side and dragged down right around the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Foreman was wrapped up immediately almost as soon as he got the ball. You know, you talk about got to play the perfect game. No blocking right there on number 30.
And number 12 brought down.
DuBois went to block the other guy, which, you know, either or he would have gotten, the other guy would have came in, and Foreman took a beating on that one.
3rd and 10 for the Spartans. Still at the 10-yard line. Well, they moved it about a half a foot, but we'll still keep it.
We'll
still say 10.
Yeah. Have a good, and another pass.
Kelly will roll out for a pass. He's got a man, but he is immediately met by guys in orange and black and dropped right around the line of scrimmage.
You know, I tell you what, Kelly threw that with authority, and I'm surprised if that guy has a hand on it. But the guy comes up here, and just jumped up and got it, and thankfully DuBois was right there. And you know, again, nowhere to go as the white shirts is all around him. But you know, the receiver that he was throwing to was open, so that was just unfortunately got blocked down.
Standing near the goal line is the punter for the Spartans, Dalton DuBois, as it's a 4th and 10 for CHS. On their own 10-yard line. No snap from center. Here's the punt, and it's taken by Tiger at the Connersville 40-yard line, gets to the 30, forced out of bounds at about the 27, 28-yard line.
Yeah, that's, you know, goes without saying, excellent field position there for Lawrenceburg Tigers.
Short field for the Tigers.
Oh, very short field. But again, that was their line busted through, almost had a block on that punt. You know, got to make sure that we you know, tighten up a little bit on the line, offensive line. But again, you know, even though that series wasn't successful, we had to punt away. Definitely gave Lawrenceburg a different look with those 2 passes.
Let's see if the Tigers or the Spartans defense can duplicate what the Tigers did. Here's a rollout, and pretty good stop by the Spartans. Inside the 25-yard line. No, they're going to bring it back to around the 20.
Yeah, he definitely did not miss
27,
that.
I thought he got around the inside the 25, but it's resting at the 28-yard line.
28, yeah.
2nd down and 10 for Lawrenceburg in Connersville territory.
But look at him bunched up like that at the line.
Yes. Snap to the quarterback, runs to his right, cuts a corner along the sidelines, and it's going to get finally dropped down around the 10. Adam Bird, a 5'9" freshman, the quarterback for the Tigers.
Yeah, kind of in that pistol formation, and you know, he just follows his block. Nice block there from number 7 on one of our guys. I mean, that you know, again, that right there is key, the blocking, and that quarterback Adam Bird. He's only a freshman. Yes. Only a freshman. That's sick.
He spotted around the 10-yard line, 1st and 10. We'll call it around the 12-yard line.
Oh, that's a fumble.
Oh, loose ball. Picked up by Lawrenceburg boy, went forward maybe to the 10-yard line. A couple of pickups, but a bad snap from the center. That was Austin Weimer who let that ball get away from him momentarily.
Yeah, it looked like that was going to him.
He picked it up, went forward. Spartan stopped him at the 10-yard line. So a pickup of a couple, 2 or 3 on the play. There's second down coming up. Tigers deep in Spartan territory. There's the snap.
Yeah, that's a delayed draw.
Goes to number
And
10, and
blockers
he
in.
Word on the keeper.
keeps
Oh,
into
yeah,
that
he went in.
Spartan line.
Yeah, thought he had gone in. That's a
And
touchdown.
he gets into the end zone.
Yeah, but that just, again, delayed draw right there. Just follow your blockers. We'll see if he gets in there, and he does, because he fell on one of our guys and slid right into the end zone. Good camera work there by the guys on the ground, and Lawrenceburg took no time at all.
Well, they dragged a couple of blockers with him, I think.
Yeah.
And he just
Yeah.
kept
Yeah.
going into the end zone.
Yeah, again, that's beautiful line work there from the offensive line from Lawrenceburg.
9:07 on the clock as Lawrenceburg scores here in the first period.
9:07 remaining in the first quarter. Spartan 0. Tigers
You know,
7.
again, it wasn't that we did anything wrong defensively. It was just that they executed perfectly on their offensive line, following the blocks, having blocks down the field. That's, what can you say about that? That was beautiful. Of course, you give them 27 yards, 28 yards, Fran.
We gave him a pretty good place to
Yeah,
start.
yeah.
Yeah.
They got to go 28 yards. It's not going to take you very long when your team is with the caliber and the team that knows how the end zone, as you said, with Lawrenceburg.
Extra point good, so it's a 7-0 score as the Spartans now will see what they can do about as they'll be receiving the second kickoff from Lawrenceburg. See if they get a better return than they did the first time around.
Yeah, definitely. Well, again, what was impressive that first time was how they had 3 or 4 guys on our guy before he even knew it.
That's right. This is a low kick that bounces around. Picked up by Spartan at the 20, 25, 30, 32-yard line. And
down near the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Spartan offense.
Now, again, a little bit bigger, or a little bit better, I should say, field position.
Return by Caleb Weaver. They'll spot the ball at the 32-yard line is where the Spartans will start. Their own 32.
Yeah, Weaver is a sophomore, so that's good news for that guy. I kind of like his play.
Weber for the Spartans, wide to the near side. Potential receiver. Down court, play goes the other way. Man getting loose down to the 40, 45, 50, 45. Finally dragged out of bounds around the 40. Who was that, Ron?
That was Donovan Foreman right there as he busts through the line. Again, we talk about, and Foreman's slow to get up. It looked like he may have twisted an ankle right there as he's, again, slow to get up. Again, follow his blockers. We saw that with Lawrenceburg. We've seen it before when we've played the teams that we've played and won. And, again, that was just perfect on that, the way that we just, again, Foreman busted through the lane and got in there. Let's see what happens with his, that doesn't look too good.
Nice pickup by the Spartans as they haven't moved the stakes yet. What's up?
I don't know what they're talking about over there.
I don't either.
Yeah, they finally got the ball as we're
now
they're
the
moving forward. Maybe there had to have been a field flag I didn't see.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't see the penalty. I don't think anybody up here saw the penalty.
I didn't see any flags.
No, I don't know. I don't think any of us. Yeah,
they're not signaling at all. Now they're moving the chains on the far
against
side.
The defense, so that was good news for us.
The football inside the 30-yard line of Lawrenceburg.
They're not going to get the chain set. There's a fumble, and that's Lawrenceburg's ball. Yep.
Loose football.
There goes that.
Spartans get a big break, but turned right around and turn it over.
Yeah, you can't do that against these good teams. Again,
not at all.
Look at that again. That penetration right there. You just grabbed Donovan by the arm and took the ball. Stripped the ball away from him, and his their defender was right there, got the ball. Yeah, again, that's unfortunate. Can't have those mistakes right there, Fran. Of course, that was a forced fumble. It wasn't.
So the Tigers take over at their own 30-yard line. Spartans back on defense. There's a snap to number 10, their quarterback. He is dragged down on a loss in the play. Nice defense by the Spartans. Who got in there?
Very nice defense from the Spartans. I'll see as we get piled up. Wasn't sure exactly who. But you got number 18 right there just wrapping him up and getting through there for the Spartans. That's Brenton Jones. He's a 5'11" sophomore. And, he blitzed right through there. And
loss on the play of 3 yards, so it's a 2nd and 13.
Pass defense was excellent during that defensive play right there for the Spartans. Ooh, what a lane right there. There's
a guy getting free up to the 34-yard line, close to the 35.
Yeah, that was a very, very nice lane open up there and give them a 3rd and manageable. What could have been 3rd and long turned into 3rd and manageable for Lawrenceburg right there.
Tigers have a 3rd and 5 now. Nice pickup on that play. About 8 yards. There's a snap from center.
Yeah, that was a nice misdirection right there.
Free,
yeah.
Number 7 is free, being chased by Du Bois. Finally is.
Well, he's got to have 2 or 3 guys bring that guy down.
Yeah. Bounds in around the 15-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like there's a penalty on the play. Not sure what's going to be called on that, but nonetheless, again, that was a nice deceptive play there from Lawrenceburg. They had 3 backs in the backfield. I'm not sure exactly who was getting the ball, but when number 7 got the ball free and he had an incredible lane open up, we'll find out what the penalty is. Hopefully it is going to come back, but not sure.
Mason Paris, he's a 6'3" senior. Weighs at 230 for Lawrenceburg.
Yeah,
so he gets going.
Oh, he gets going.
He's hard to stop.
Yeah, he's hard to stop. That's why I was like, oh, Dalton's going to have to. Oh, it looks like it may go against the Spartans.
It's going to be. Well, I think they're pointing against the Tigers.
Maybe a personal foul, not sure.
Yeah, they're marking off.
Oh, it is against Lawrenceburg.
Yeah,
that's going back.
That's the second big penalty against the Tigers here.
Yeah, we like that. Again, got to make them pay on that. Again, that's
at the 27-yard line at Connersville where the ball will be spotted.
That's where they started, close to 28, 27-yard line the first time. Again, it still does not negate the big play that they had. It just doesn't give them as much as they would like to have. Again, we got to stop that. We got to start winning the battle at the line.
Rolling out for a pass, and it will be intercepted by the Spartans at the 20, at the 15-yard line, to the 30. I love it. And intercepted by CHS number
31, Jared Isaacs.
Good deal.
Yeah, Jared Isaacs. He's a senior.
Well, the Spartans getting breaks, Ron. Now they just need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, got to take advantage of it.
Ball will be spotted at the Connersville 30-yard line after the Tigers have a interception after a big walk-off against them.
Yeah, again, nice defensive play there from the Spartans. Nice coverage downfield.
Here's a snap from center, taken off.
Nice play there.
Dalton's up to the 50-yard line.
There's a flag down. Not sure what that flag. See, a flag could be a hold. Not quite sure.
I'm not sure either.
But there is a flag on the play. Not liking that at all. Unless it goes against Lawrenceburg, then we will like that play. But again, nice misdirection. I was fooled at that. I thought he went to Foreman at first, and
I thought so too. I saw the 2, and I wasn't sure if it was 32 Du Bois or 12.
Oh, it's on Lawrenceburg. So again, there's another big play.
I think so. Yeah, the Spartans need to take advantage now.
Yeah. Sideline warning though.
44-yard line, first and 10 for Connersville.
Yeah, they just gave a sideline warning so we don't get any extra yards on that. But again, we got to take advantage of these big plays that we're having.
Right. Spartans send a man wide to the far side.
Oh,
and back to the 50-yard line as Kelly's pass protection and wasn't there.
No, not at all.
He didn't have a chance. He had more Lawrenceburg players around him than anything else.
Yeah, and the guy that he was going to pitch to was nowhere to be found. Not that he should have been back there, but
yeah, they had the receivers pretty well covered.
Yeah, and he had already committed to taking the ball. So
ball is spotted at the Lawrenceburg 48-yard line. So a 2nd and 13 for CHS.
Another
Here's
one, nice
pitch out to Du Bois, goes wide to the far side. Another football has batted away from Dalton Du Bois as he was headed for the near sidelines, and looks like the Tigers have recovered.
Yeah, that's unfortunate again as the ball comes popping out again. We're successful when we're able to stretch the defense, but plays like that, that is just a good a good defensive play there. You go for the ball, you go to smack at the ball, Fran, and that's what they're doing. And for some reason, we're not holding on to it.
No, we're not hanging on to it, as you say.
Difference in this ball game is that we have 2 turnovers, they have 1, and that's what led to them scoring.
Tigers put the ball in play. Man getting free up to the 50-yard line into Connersville territory. Finally caught and dropped around the 37-yard line.
Yeah, that guy has some power to him as he, he goes in there and moving his guys out of the way so that way he can.
Yeah, he shoved a couple of his players out of the way. That's Mason Paris again, that 6'3" senior at 230.
Yeah, he's running over our guys.
It's almost impossible for one guy to bring him down. It has to be a team effort. Ball spotted at the 40 of Connersville. It's the 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
Again, they're misdirecting very, very well.
Lawrenceburg got in front 7-0. This is the first period with just under 6 minutes left to play.
Yeah, it looks like that's going to be a false start against Lawrenceburg.
Cost them 5 yards. They'll mark it off back to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, I thought the guy moved, and I was waiting for them to
still first down.
You see them move right there. That was,
Be 1st and 15.
Or 50. Again, they're giving us opportunities.
Absolutely. We haven't taken advantage of them.
And we've proved that we can run against them.
Yeah, Lawrenceburg's trying their best to help us out here. But Spartans line holds that time as the ball carrier plunged into the right side, and he was met by 4 or 5 of those linemen of Connersville.
Yeah, and we need to definitely, Fran, we need to have them 3rd and long right here.
Picked up 1.
It's 2nd and long. We need 3rd and long. We need to stop right here.
We need a forcement to a punt. I'd like to see a 3 and out by Lawrenceburg for a change.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be nice.
Here's a snap from center. The quarterback coming in the side. He's caught. Going to be thrown for a loss at the 50-yard line.
3rd and even longer right there. 3rd and even longer.
Right. Nice defense by Connersville. And the fans here in the stands show their appreciation.
Yeah, they definitely now watch it. They're going to, almost guarantee they're going to go to their workhorse number 7 up the middle. So we got to watch that. That would be the play that I would call to at least try to chew up some yards. I mean, this guy's got him some big yards when he's got the ball, and why not give him the ball right there? As you see a Faithful right there, he's loving every minute of it.
Here's a 3rd and 17 for the Tigers. They have the ball in Connersville's territory.
They're calling
just
timeout.
barely.
Yeah, they don't know what they're going to be doing, so they're calling timeout.
Okay, Tigers take the first time out of the ball game here. Again, the ball is resting at the 47-yard line at Connersville, and it's a 3rd down and 17 yards for Lawrenceburg.
Yeah, definitely without Fran, have to stop them here. I mean, that just it goes without saying that we definitely want to stop them here. I mean, again, watch number 7, that guy when he's got the ball in situations. He chewed up a lot of yards.
He picks up steam, and I mean, the players almost bounce off of this kid.
Yeah. He's walking over they're pushing his guys out of the way. He's walking over ours, carrying them.
Yeah, he's a tight end. As I say, weighs 230, stands 6'3".
And he's got some wheels for a kid that big. He's got some wheels.
Moves well.
Yeah, of course, they got him at the tight end position right now, so we'll see how it goes.
Timeout's over. Here we go with the important play for the Tigers.
Watch
3rd and long.
Watch a delayed draw.
Pitch out to the quarterback.
I think that's going against Lawrenceburg.
Flies, and the penalty coming up. Let's see what this one's all about. Going to be against the Spartans or what? Nope. Another walk-off against the Tigers.
Yeah, that's what I thought I saw what I saw, but again, now it's 3rd and 22, so
I wouldn't mind having a buck for every time every yard they've been penalized so far.
We would be fine.
That's right, be in good shape.
Again, got to stop them here, force them into that punt. We'll have decent field position and just continue. We have been successful offensively.
Ball Lawrenceburg.
We got to stop them here.
It's in Tiger territory at the 48-yard line.
Huge
3rd and 22. You say the Spartans need to hold this time.
Oh, that was right.
There's a player getting free up to a little bit. No gain. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Again, number 7 got the ball. Knew that he would get the ball. They were waiting for it right up the middle.
Good defense by the Spartans. 4th down coming up for the Tigers.
Nice play from the Spartans.
That should really give our Spartan kids some confidence, I would think, Ron.
Definitely would give them confidence.
They can play against this team.
Yeah.
When it comes to defense, they just need to.
Oh, that was a beautiful punt.
Yes, it'll bounce around.
You got to get it. Yeah, that's, yeah, jeez.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a scary there for a second.
Yeah, that was that Weaver?
I think
that was Hensley. Hensley that bounced off him.
Oh, they got it right.
Yeah, look at Hensley right here. And it hit him right in the head.
Yeah, I mean, the Lawrenceburg.
And he's like, I got to go get it.
Ball wide. It would be a disaster for the Spartans.
Yeah.
Connersville has the ball, taking over at the 24-yard line.
We've been successful, Fran, when we've kind of stretched out their offense.
That's the key so far, yes.
Yeah, and we've kept them honest with a couple of the pass plays that we had. We've kept them honest. We weren't successful, but again, in a way it is because it's kept them on their heels a little bit. So that's
they line up 5 guys against the Spartans.
Nice running.
Here comes the play up the middle. And towards the back net.
Yeah, it looked like Clayton Fox there, number 66, was trying to carry Du Bois. Du Bois kind of ran into him, and Fox is almost like, let me try to carry you. I just see him kind of zigging and zagging right there. And he kind of, as Fox is like, let me push you ahead a little bit.
3 minutes on the clock here in the opening period. Spartans down 7-0. They have the football at their own 29-yard line.
And again, right there we did stretch offense. We went kind of right down the middle a little bit on that. Again, that's a nice play from our again, here we go.
Here's a pitch out.
Nice.
And Du Bois picks up a few yards, going to be short of the 1st and 10.
Watch his hesitation here on the replay, Fran, as he gets the ball and he's waiting for his line the lane to open up, and he waited at the last minute and boom, saw it and got about 4 or 5 yards on that. And again, that was one of those plays right there where again Dalton showed his patience, and now we're very third and manageable.
3rd and 1 for the Spartans.
Yeah, I'd almost say we're less than that. It looks
like
we're
formation this time.
Oh, that's not good. Wow.
And quickly, Lawrenceburg's defense is in there, and it was.
Big call. Yeah, it was that guy. He was. Jeez. Yeah, not sure. Can't tell. But again, this is a big play call for Adam Kelly. Do you show all? I mean, now we're at 4th and 4.
Right.
So it looks like we're going to go for it, and why not? Let's give them the confidence we need. I mean, on paper, we should be down 21-0 by now. I mean, this team is that good, but we're playing very well. Our defense is playing very well. Let's reward them. Let's go for 4th down. I like it, even though if we may not get it, that's fine. But you got to show your kids confidence.
Tight formation for the Spartans.
And now we got timeout.
Kelly wants to come over and talk to his dad, the coach, and bring his teammates with him, and I'm not sure if they will change their mind or not.
And it could be.
Right. Yeah. I'm not. Yeah. I mean, the defense that Lawrenceburg put on the field right there. Yeah. I think Kelly looked at that and thought, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, 4 yards against this defense is a lot.
Yeah, that's right.
But we've gotten some big plays.
Yeah, I think the punting crew is going to come in, looks like. Some of the offensive kids are coming off.
And you can't blame Adam for that call.
To give the football to Lawrenceburg at the Connersville 30-yard line.
It's too much to ask for your defense.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. But, the confidence that you could give. So, I mean, either or. I mean, I would support him if he went for it only because the confidence that we can give. And we're not supposed to win this game anyways. Yeah, Du Bois can go back for a punt.
Dalton is going back to do the punting. He'll be standing inside the 20-yard line. A little snap from center, but he gets the kick off.
Nice
and it
punt.
will be
Beautiful
coming
punt.
down around the 35-yard line, bounces around and rolls out of bounds.
About 27.
Yeah.
For Lawrenceburg will take over with a little over a minute left to play in the opening period.
The fact that Adam was even contemplating going forward, kudos to him for that. Again, you got to give your team some confidence. If it were 4th and 1 like it was, maybe 4th and half a foot, he probably would have went for it. But when that play that blew up, he made the right move.
I think so.
Again, our defense is playing with a lot of confidence, Fran.
I'm impressed so far, Ron.
Yeah, me too.
When they go on offense, they've been getting some breaks, but unfortunately haven't been able to turn them into any points. But that may change. Here comes a play by the Tigers. Ball carrier was Dakota Roth. he's another freshman for this Lawrenceburg team.
Got a lot of good freshmen on this team. I mean,
yes.
Kids that are just, athletes.
Picked up about a yard. We'll make it a 2nd and 9.
Lawrenceburg gets the ball coming out the second half. Of course, we got one more quarter to go, but again, you're playing, for each series, you definitely want to get better each time, and we stopped them last time.
That's snap from center.
Yeah, here we go.
Okay, we drag down. That's number 7. That's that big guy, Paris, and somebody caught him by an ankle and dropped him.
And the thing is, the Spartans aren't overcommitting at the line, which is it's what's burned them before in the past. They've overcommitted, and they're actually, again, they have a lot of misdirections on their offense, and we're keeping our eye on the ball, and that's what's been again another 3rd and long.
And Jacob Smith, he's a 6-foot freshman at CHS. The guy who made the tackle.
Like that, and I don't know who's calling timeout. Maybe Lawrenceburg.
I'm not sure either. We've got a.
Oh, end of the quarter. Sorry about that. Yeah, I just looked at it. Yeah, there we go. End of the quarter.
To
be paying attention.
Clock's all zeros. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Nice to have somebody in the booth.
Yeah, tell the guys in the truck. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Justin.
I like that. Yeah, but here's the thing, Fran. Who would have thought after the first quarter that would be 7-0? None of us.
Well, the way it started off, it did. I agree. I thought.
Yeah, but when we came out, to me, what was the key to that first quarter is when we came out the first play to pass. That told me that we're playing a different type of ball game.
Right. I'm sure Condors had been scouted by Lawrenceburg, and the scout probably went home and told the coach,
hey, they're going to run.
Hey, they'll run the ball and run the ball.
Yeah, here's the one pass that they have. Right. So again, that told me that, hey, these kids have a different mindset.
Yes.
They don't like 50-0 losses. They don't like 63-13 losses against opponents in our conference. We want to be competitive for the faithful here, senior night.
Okay, we begin the second quarter. Lawrenceburg will be in control. They'll have the football at their own 27-yard line. 3rd down coming up for the Tigers.
3rd and long.
Snap from center. Here's a pass coming up.
Intercepted.
At the 30, and he's dropped at the 25-yard line.
Now we have to put it in the end zone. Definitely again. This is their 2nd turnover. We have to put it in the end zone again. Not a good pass from the freshman right there.
Nice interception by the Spartans. Ron, who was that? You can see the number.
Well, we'll look at it right here. That's number 55 for the Spartans. And he definitely is a happy camper.
Jason Beckman.
Yeah, Beckman's a junior.
Here's a snap from center, tight formation, and a pile-up around the line of scrimmage. Another loose football, but this time the Spartans fall on it, but lost on the play into about the 31 or 32-yard line.
Yeah, glad we got the ball back, but watch this lane close up.
It.
Yeah, this lane just closes up. Yes. There's nowhere for Foreman to go, and it again just popped out. They're going for the ball.
They must be hitting the ball or something.
Yeah, they're going right for the ball. We need to put 2 hands on it when we cross that line.
Lost on the play of.
Have to put 2 hands on it.
2nd and 14 for Connorsville.
I think Lawrenceburg has got to be frustrated. They're winning, and
they're in Tiger territory. Here's the play up through the middle. A little bit of a gain, not much. Back to maybe the line of scrimmage at the.
Oh no, I thought he was at the original line of scrimmage, but no, he's a couple yards short on that.
3rd down coming up for the Spartans.
3rd and long, and I don't think we have anybody that's going to be able to kick a 40. That'd be about a 45-yard field goal from here.
See what the play is for the Spartans. Send Dylan Weber. Split a little bit to the right. Snap from center. Kelly hands off.
That was a nice zig and zag. But boy, when he came out of his spin, it was met with force by Lawrenceburg.
Carried the ball to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, he's there. I mean, obviously going to go for it. We can't kick a field goal for here, so definitely four down territory here.
4th down coming up for the Spartans. Facing a 4th and 8, down 7-0.
And we've gained, 20, 30 yards on runs before, Fran, and you know what makes you think we can't get 8? We can't. We just got to call the right call. And
come the Spartans. Weber to the near side. Hand off to Du Bois, cuts a corner.
Oh, that's nice running.
Pretty good yardage.
Close,
Going to be
but not close enough.
Yeah. 10, I believe.
Yeah. Again, that's nice field vision there from Du Bois.
A nice run, yes.
Yeah, unfortunately, Lawrenceburg wasn't bitten by it, but again, you know, Dalton right there sees this, and one of our guys is down, and, you know, right there, and
he had to step around him, and by that time it slowed him up a bit, and Lawrenceburg's defenders moved in.
But you know, again, like the call, we were able to get close, and you know, Lawrenceburg is in deep in their own territory, inside the 20. You got to like that.
So the Tigers take over on downs. Ball spotted at the Lawrenceburg 19-yard line. The officials are discussing something.
Yeah, they're going to go talk to the chain guys. Not sure exactly.
Sure what the delay is about. Yeah, he's talking to those guys on the far sidelines.
Yeah, here we go.
No, play's about to. He's still.
I think it was like a yard long, too far. Yeah.
He wasn't paying any attention to the play.
Right. Yeah, they started going. I'm thinking, wait a minute. The official's still talking to the guys over there in the chain, and now it's second down, and
the Tigers
while that was going on,
pick up 8 on that play before the Spartans can stop the ball carrier.
Again, mentioned earlier that, you know, obviously the Lawrenceburg, they're definitely frustrated. Again, they're winning. You got to like that. But when you're a team that puts on as much points as they put on, you know, 7 points is just not going to cut it. So, you know, they're going to try to put the pedal to the metal.
Spartan defenders line up, ball carrier up to the middle of the Spartans line.
They got the first down.
Dropped around the 30-yard line. So he's got the 1st and 10. Now they're moving the chains.
32, yeah. Again, Spartans really aren't fooled that much on a lot of that misdirection. I am, but they're not. And, you know, again, get that extra yards right there, just enough to get the first down. That's all that matters. Keep the chains moving. But, again, got to give credit to our defenses. They're not, you know, giving up as many long plays as Lawrenceburg would like.
7-0. Lawrenceburg leads in this ball game. They have the football right now in their own territory.
That's offside.
Center. Here go flags flying.
Yeah. He saw our linebackers get up there, and number 60 definitely was, you know, it scared him to death.
There's a 5-yard walk-off against Lawrenceburg.
Yeah. And he knew it too. He was hoping that he wouldn't get called. That's one of those plays where you're hoping that they didn't see it.
1st and 15. More than one saw it. I saw more than one flag.
Yeah. That was very clear from up here. Those last few of them was kind of close. I was wondering, but that one was definitely obvious.
Maxwell Crank, one of the Spartan linemen, talking with one of the officials.
And they got it.
Loose ball at the 25-yard line, the 24. Lawrenceburg recovers. Loss on the play. 2nd and 15 for Lawrenceburg.
Yeah, definitely. That's, you know, very close to coming in late like that. I was worried there might be a flag, but there wasn't. But again, Lawrenceburg giving us plenty of opportunities, Fran. You know, this is 2nd and long. It could be 3rd and long. Let's keep the defense
man
momentum.
Wide to the near side.
Yeah, that's
play goes up to the middle, and ball carrier getting free, and he's heading for the end zone, and the Tigers will score.
Yeah, but again, that's where you talk about overcommitting a little bit on your offense or defense. Just a little bit too, forward, and that guy, the power right there.
That's that number 7, Ron, again.
Yeah, that snap went to him, and
yeah, he found a hole in the Spartan line and just kept chugging along.
Yep. Yeah, he has. I tell you what, for a kid, he has the power and speed right there, and now will be possibly 14-0, 13 right now.
I guess the good news is for Lawrenceburg opponents, he's a senior.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. Yeah, definitely like that.
Again, 7:13 on the first half clock. And the extra point try, the kick is good and gives them a 14-0 score here with 7:13 remaining in the opening half.
You know, we had, again, we're still 7:13 to go in this half. Still got a long way to go. But you can't help but think how many opportunities the Spartans have had.
Yes.
To get the ball in the end zone.
Yes.
You know, they've had a couple fumbles. They've recovered all their fumbles. Their turnovers are on interceptions. Again, they've given us opportunities. They've given us opportunities. We haven't taken advantage of it sooner or later. And we saw this when our basketball team played Lawrenceburg. You know, they kind of stayed in the ball game for a while, and then they gave us opportunity. You know, they never took advantage of the opportunities we were giving them. Finally, we put the hammer down, and you know, eventually this may happen with Lawrenceburg. So we still have to, any opportunities we get, as you said earlier, we have to play perfect. We have to take advantage of these opportunities.
Brody Dennison will kick off for the Tigers. He wears number 25.
And we got to be able to stop number 7. That play when it goes right to him.
That's the guy doing all the damage.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's impressive.
Kick will be coming down at the 25-yard line, picked up by Spartan, and it gets up to about the 37-yard line or 38, where the ball will be put in play.
Lawrenceburg mentioned before, they get the ball coming out for the second half. It's time for us to put a good drive right here. Have to score on this series without question. Have to score, Fran.
Ball to 34. First and 10 for the Spartans. 7 minutes to be played here in the first half tonight at Spartan Stadium. Snap from center.
Wow, Foreman was.
And a loss on the play as the defenders of Lawrenceburg got through that Spartan line.
Well, they thought Foreman had the ball, and so they nailed him as soon as he got the ball. And they had enough defenders to where they realized Kelly had the ball, and so both the guys in the backfield were nailed for good measure.
A loss on the play, 2nd and 14 for Connersville.
Yeah, that was, again, that line was impressive. They got through there incredibly quick. And that could have been Weber who had the ball. I can't really. But again, gotta keep whatever confidence we have up, even though we let them score that last time and they scored. You know,
here's a pitch out coming to the near side.
Nobody leading. There he goes.
Gets to the 42-yard line where he's knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, you know, again, it would have been nice if he had some blockers. He didn't, but again, you saw he learned from that last fumble that, you know, as soon as he got the ball, you know, again, nice pitch out from Foreman as you see Du Bois coming up here, but you'll see as he gets close to some defenders, he puts both hands on the ball because he doesn't want to fumble like he did before. You know, very, very nice. You know, it gives us manageable.
The officials are doing now. They're
I'm not sure.
One's carrying the football and they're taking the ball.
I didn't see a flag.
I didn't either. That's not the first time tonight we haven't seen a flag.
That's a blocking below the knees. Yeah, you can't be chop blocking. I didn't see a flag.
I didn't either. Call against the Spartans costing them
yeah, that's not
long yardage.
Yeah, that's like a 15-yard penalty that we don't need. Well, I don't think you ever need a 15-yard penalty. But again, that's twice we've we had a fumble after a long play.
Yes.
We had now this penalty after a long play.
Spartans deep in their own territory around the 15-yard line. 2nd down and 30-yard line.
Yeah, I think so. Let's see. Yeah. 2nd and incredibly long, and that's
a pass that
no, it's not picked off.
Incomplete.
Yeah, you know, again, Kelly had to really come out quickly with that. Yeah, I mean,
their defense is getting through the Spartan line.
Yeah, that's just it just overthrew Du Bois, who had a little bit of an opening, but again, this is 3rd and incredibly long. Wow.
Spartans in the huddle after getting the play from the sidelines.
You know, again, this is not four down territory, so let's get a play that eats up a lot of yards. ideally like to have one that,
Weber is split
one away
to the near side. Takes off down. There's another
that should be pass
that is
interference.
knocked away and incomplete.
Yeah, I thought they nailed our guy with the hip. Yeah, I was going to say there should be that. We'll find out here if we can get it on the replay, but it looked like their guy hip checked one of our guys. Can't quite pick it up there, but
officials are conferring.
Yeah, well, maybe roughing the passer.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
we'll take that. That would be automatic first down.
Yes.
Or it should be an automatic first down.
I'm not sure if it is in high school or not.
Yeah. But again, it looked like from where let's see what we got here as we see the replay again is, Kelly, just a little bit of
he had good protection.
Yeah, not
time.
bad right there.
Yeah.
It went away from us too quick to see. But again, our guy, man, I thought it was pass interference, but no, it's third down. It's not an automatic. No, it looks like he's pointing that it is first down. Yeah, I think it should be an automatic first down.
Yes,
I think that's what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm. The official still conferring.
Yeah,
These guys have met a lot tonight.
No, he is calling a third down. I guess it is. I thought may have been an automatic, but that pass interference would have been.
Yeah, right. It's a third and about 13 for the Spartans.
Yeah, give us instead of 3rd and 30.
Yeah.
There's another pass. He's
it'll be out of the reach of Du Bois at the 40-yard line.
Yeah.
So a fourth coming up for Connersville, and punt situation here.
Yeah, is not sure if Kelly, if he's coming off, if he's upset for the player, if he's injured. But again, he doesn't have time to throw on that one, as he got rifled.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough position right there when you're playing. You're off balance a lot and not getting enough time to make a pass. He's had some nice blocking.
Du Bois stands at the 20 as he punts it away, and it'll roll out of bounds around the 32-yard line, 33. Let's see where they spot the ball.
That may be a roughing the kicker.
Yeah,
if that's the case, that'd be a first down. Yeah, looks like it's. Yeah, that would be a first down if it is. I couldn't quite tell. I'm just hearing the guys up here who say that it may be a roughing the kicker. I was following the ball, so I didn't quite see what the flag would be on. Yeah, and it looks like it's going to be our ball as the Spartans are excited. Again, still no call.
The offensive crew's coming on. So.
Yeah, boy, they're taking forever to make a call.
These officials are.
Yeah, let us know.
Now here's the walk-off against Lawrenceburg.
Roughing the kicker, yeah. And that gives us 15 yards and the first down.
That's at least the third 15-yard penalty against Lawrenceburg.
Yeah, and their coach is not going to be happy about that when they get to the locker room. Again, extending the play for the Spartans. It doesn't matter how we get in the end zone as long as we get in the end zone from this. If they want to give us 15-yard penalties to get us closer, that's fine. But in the end, we have to do the job.
It's another break for the Spartans if they can take advantage of some of these.
The Spartans had to run 45 yards to the ball.
So it's a 1st and 10 for Connersville at their own 46-yard line. Snap from center and plunging into the line and going nowhere.
They got a yard or so on that. Again, spread it out a little bit. Let's get the ball into Du Bois Foreman's hand outside a little bit. That's where we've been successful. We need one of those long runs right here, Fran.
Well, Lawrenceburg's defense has done a good job on our two leading rushers.
Yeah, they sure have. I mean, they've given up a lot of long runs, but one of Du Bois' long run was negated by that fumble.
Yes.
So again, we've hurt ourselves.
Yes. There's a pileup near the line of scrimmage. And once again, the Spartans unable to generate any yardage after getting a break.
Lawrenceburg not happy right now. Their line is showing it. Again, this game could be easily tied.
I agree.
Again, a 3rd and long is not what you want after you got that 15-yard penalty and a fresh set of downs.
Well, at the 46-yard line, their own 46. Spartans break from the huddle. Man in motion.
Oh, he was, yeah, that's, wow.
Yeah. Loss on the play of the Spartans as the Tigers have really tightened up their defense here.
Yeah, oh, they definitely have tightened up their defense, and it's like they're reading the play before it happens. I mean, they know what's going on, it seems like, yeah. And so, good teams do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
A 4th and 12 for Connersville coming up. Another punting situation.
Yeah, you know, I'm not liking the way Du Bois looks. He looks like he's hurting for some reason back there.
He'll be standing at his own 31-yard line. Here's the snap from center, a good one, and he gets it off. And
that's a good punt.
Nice.
That's a beautiful punt.
Coming down at the 20-yard line. Lawrenceburg letting it roll. It's going to be down by 12, 20 at the 11-yard line.
Yeah. Nice punt there from Du Bois, and again, the way he's walking to the sideline, I'm wondering.
I'm not sure either. Yeah, he didn't. He's kind of limping, and Braden Schaefer was the fellow who finally downed that ball for the Spartans. Yeah, Lawrenceburg. Okay. Another flag. I don't see any flags.
No,
often,
yeah, but they're talking a lot like there is a flag.
Well, the officials are conferring. The chief official, the ref, is out there in the white hat, and
yeah, I'm not sure.
He's talking one of the other guys. Yeah, there's the flag there, right in the C.
Yeah, I didn't even see it.
I didn't either. That's a 50-yard line, and now
they're going back.
It looks like it's Lawrenceburg.
Yeah, they're going back to the 11-yard line, so that's where the ball is at. I thought they were.
I don't know.
Yeah, but it looks. Yeah,
they're going to mark off half the distance to the goal.
Personal foul, receiving team.
Yeah, another personal foul against Lawrenceburg. That's going to put them back to about the 5.
Yes.
You know, 5.5-yard line. I'm going to put it at the 6.
Tigers will be putting the ball in play deep in their own territory. What the Spartans wouldn't give for a turnover right now.
Oh, yeah, especially 3:03 to go, and Lawrenceburg is going to get the ball. We definitely need a turnover right now. You know, we definitely need to keep them out of the end zone because, again, they get the ball coming out of the second half, and boy, their coach is probably going to be doing a lot of chewing with all these personal foul penalties.
30 minutes to go in the first half, and
yeah, he was met at the line.
Scrimmage. I mean, the Spartans front line moved in there and dropped the ball carrier.
You know, they need to really watch number 7 because a lot of times those plays that they got burnt on the ball has went right to him, and you know, you just got to keep your eye on that, and they do a lot of misdirection right there, and the Spartans didn't bite.
He's out there, and he finds a hole, and off he goes.
Yeah.
And the Tigers lining up, 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, right. Getting that again. Nice.
Here goes a flag, another flag.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be on Lawrenceburg right there. That usually comes from where there's a hole. There's all kinds of penalty flags out there. We're going to find out what it is, but I believe it's going to be on Lawrenceburg.
Yeah, the officials conferring.
Well, they take a lot of time to confer. Shouldn't really take that long, I don't think. Now they're going to find out. Yeah, I think it is against Lawrenceburg as they are bringing in the Spartans to find out if they're going to take it or not.
Right. Deep in their own territory, the Tigers of Lawrenceburg. We're waiting the official call. Yeah. Discussing it with the Spartans.
and discussing it.
And then they'll discuss it, right.
Yeah, the juries don't take this long. Yeah, I was going to say that it's a hold, and it was pretty clear. I mean, and they're going to, well, you know, and that's good. That's a loss of downs. That's 3rd and long. Yeah, that's 3rd and long. So, you know, I like that. Yeah. Yeah,
they would have actually only been about a 3-yard penalty, I think, if they had walked it off half the distance to the goal line.
So they're going to decline it 3rd and we got 3rd and 9 on the screen right here.
Yeah, that's what it is, 3rd and 9, I think. 2 minutes left to play in the opening half. Spartans need to hold this crew from Lawrenceburg right now. The Tigers sweep to the far side, get a man free, and up to the middle of the.
Nice block by number 3.
Quarterback. Spartans have one man preventing him from getting into the end zone, and number 5, Alex Atkins.
There's a flag on the Spartans. Go half the field of the end zone. We got a, yeah, that's going to be against the Spartans right there. Personal foul.
It's Adam Bird.
Yep.
Carried the football for the big gain.
Yeah, that was a huge gain. Again, that was a nice, you know, again, you talk about winning the game at the line. That right there won it for them, but we can't give them extra yards right here with this personal foul penalty. And again, not sure exactly what happened other than there were a lot of stuff going on once Bird went out of bounds.
Ready for the walk-off against the Spartans.
Yeah, personal foul. You can't have that.
Personal foul on the
Again, let's see what we got right here, Fran. Again, watch, there's a blocker downfield, number 3. That, yeah, again, that right there is what gave Bird that extra, you know, 10 yards right there. Is, you know, he's all alone, and all of a sudden you see this blocker come out of nowhere as he has to kind of zig away from his blocker right there. And again, that's incredible. When you have that kind of run. We'll see what we got going on after the run.
Here's a play by the Tigers.
That's
got
a
a
nice
man free, and he picks up good
not sure if
yardage.
they're going to give it to him or not.
Not sure either. Let's see what the officials rule.
No, just a little bit short right there.
1:28 on the clock in the opening half here tonight. Lawrenceburg 14-0 and threatening for the 3rd time. Tight formation by the Tigers. We're sending one man wide to the near side.
Yeah, number 7's pulling his way in. Yep.
Plunges into the line of Connersville, and it's a touchdown for the Tigers.
You know, that was very impressive. The ball went again right to number 7.
Yep,
Been doing that all night.
Doing all the damage here tonight.
Knew that ball. I think everyone knew it was going to him, and he just can't stop. I mean, that's power. That is power right there. That's the definition of it.
There's a point after try, another kick. Snap is on its way, and
yeah, it's good.
It's good. And so Lawrenceburg is perfect on the night. 3 touchdowns and 3 extra points, and they're out in front 21-0 with 1:03 left to play in the first half. The Spartans will be getting the football.
You know, again, we played a lot better than to be down 21-0. We have.
I agree.
We've played a whole lot better than to be down this far. Our defense has played much better than we anticipated. Again, we have not taken advantage of any of the mistakes that we caused them. We've caused them to make some mistakes.
And they've had 2 big plays that resulted in touchdowns.
Yeah.
And you just can't have that happen.
No, not at all. You know, again, those are things that we're going to have to correct because, you know, again, the Storm continued the second half. They get the ball. So minute 3 to go on the clock, Fran. You know, hopefully we can, you know, we haven't had a run back in a while. We need a run back right here, Fran.
That would be good.
It's been a couple of years.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'd like to see one happen. You know, again, love to see us score right here. You know, have one huge big play. But again, this is not a 21-0 that we're getting handed to us. You know what I mean? We're playing very well. It's just that we're not taking what they're giving us and turning them into points.
Here's the kick. Taken by a Spartan at the 30-yard line, 35, 40, 45.
Very nice return there from Weaver as he did a little, you know, zigging and a zagging right there, kind of like what I do on Madden, and, you know, again, got a lot of extra yards that we needed right here as we got 54 seconds to go.
Number 11 returns that kick, so a good job.
Very good job.
Sophomore. Spartans line up with a man wide to the near side. Here's the handoff up to the line, getting to around the 50-yard line, maybe the 49 of Lawrenceburg.
And we have 2 timeouts, and so do they.
Donovan Foreman carried the football for the Spartans.
Not going to take it right here. You know, got to get this play going, get up there and get going. We're down to almost 30 seconds to go.
2nd and 5 for Connersville. Here's a snap from center.
Yeah, that's wow.
And
there's a fumble.
Loose football right around the 45, 44-yard line of Connersville.
Did we fumble? I couldn't quite tell. Yeah, we did fumble the ball, and they got it and went. Yeah, I couldn't quite tell if we looked like number 7 picked up the ball, and we were trying to get him again. Coming around here again, nailed by 2. Almost. I mean, there's a 3rd guy coming in here, and you know, the ball is out. Well, I couldn't quite tell when the ball came out there on that one, Fran, but nonetheless, they got it, and they were trying to run it forward, and you know, without question, you know, that has been our Achilles heel tonight is the turnovers and the inability to do something on their turnovers. 16
seconds on the clock. Lawrenceburg gets the football, 1st and 10 at the.
And they're going to try to score.
Well, sure, Connersville 44-yard line.
Oh no! Look like they're going to take a knee. No,
I don't think
well,
so.
The way that they
There's
were
a
lined
handoff
up
to number 11, who's
that's
getting for big yardage, 1st and 10, and Isani dropped it around the 22-yard line at Connersville.
Yeah,
with 7.8 seconds to
they're going to take a timeout.
Well,
the way that they were, I mean, it looked like they were going in the position of, you know, taking a knee with all the guys around the quarterback. But
yeah,
no,
I didn't think they were going to take a knee. No. Dawson Craig was the guy that carried the football. He's one of their top rushers.
How many points do they average a game? Lawrenceburg, how many do they average a game?
Let me see. I've had it here somewhere. If I can dig it out, we'll find out. I think they.
A lot.
Yeah, right. I'll find it here in a second. Right now.
My point is to ask that is that they got to meet their quota.
I think it's around 34.
Oh, only 34. Okay,
I think so.
They want to go higher than that tonight.
I know their defensive average is 16.
Yeah, see, yeah, they're on pace for that. But well, how long are they going to take this time out? They're going to have their own half right here. This is like the longest as the halftime. That's
a long timeout.
Yeah, that's an incredibly long timeout.
Ball spotted at the 25-yard line of Connersville.
Well, it takes forever for the referees to come up with a call, so why not take an extra long timeout? Yeah, but my point is that they got a quota to meet. They want to get more than their average.
Yes. It's rolling up for there's a flag, and
that was a clear hold on the side.
Ball carrier running over to the near side. That's their quarterback, Austin Bird. Runs out of bounds, stopping the clock with zeros on it. Let's see what the officials rule.
Yeah, it looked like there was. I don't think you can end the quarter or end the half or a quarter on a penalty, but it looked like there was a hold.
Penalty on the play.
On the Spartans?
No, on Lawrenceburg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, over on your left side.
The officials are going to rule here.
Yeah, not. Yeah,
these guys.
Yeah, they're just having their good old sweet time.
They don't really.
Yeah, if you change your mind where you want to eat after the game. Yeah, they're. I don't think I've ever seen anything this long.
Well,
oh no, it was false start. I thought that I saw a hold.
Right.
Yeah, he called that that flag, you know, a long time after the call. So it goes back to the beginning of what was on the clock before the play started.
So they mark off 5 yards. And the ball spotted at the 29-yard line at Connersville.
I didn't see that. I saw one of the guys grab our guys.
And now a timeout taken by Lawrenceburg.
That's their last timeout, and I don't know how much time's going back on the clock. What was it? Was it 5 something? 7 seconds. So they'll go back to that.
The officials are conferring again.
Oh yeah, that's what they got to do. They want to make sure it's right. You know, I want these guys on a jury because they'll take their good old sweet time to come up with the right verdict.
I suppose right now they're discussing how much time to put back on the clock.
Yeah. Well, Lawrenceburg did call a timeout, which is, you know, Well, no, we have a half a second on the clock. So
That's
I don't know
right.
if they're going back to that, but if it were, since it was offsides, it would go back to what it was to start the play. Because Lawrenceburg took a timeout before that, so whatever. I think I could be wrong, and I normally am.
You're
so
trying to figure out the officials.
Right. Yeah, I just can't figure it out. But again, you know, you mentioned this earlier, Fran. Again, Spartans down 21-0. Seems like, you know, again, should not be 21-0.
Yes.
You know, these boys have played very, very,
yes.
very well. And just a couple breaks that didn't go our way. Oh, they're telling the band to get off the field. Yeah, they're ready to go, and they're like, "Hey, get out of here." Now, apparently, it is only going to be a half a second. We officially have one.
There's a snap from center. It'll be a pass that will be fired into traffic.
And that guy caught it.
I think he did.
Wow. Okay, that's
That was Gavin Yoon who caught
he
the
wasn't
ball.
the tallest guy on the field either. I mean, you see this coming up here, and you know, a lot of red guys around, and Hume is not the biggest guy on the field, but he jumped the highest, and
yeah,
you know, he's happy about that, and so is the Lawrenceburg team fans over there. Wow.
puts them up 27-0, and now they're going for the extra point try. And it's a two.
That's good.
That's point score.
And that's halftime. That's the way to end the half right there. Wow.
I guess so. I mean,
Yeah.
some teams get all the breaks.
Yeah. So, well, you know, again, that football in all sports is a game of breaks. If you are given a break, you have to take advantage of it. That's one thing we didn't do, Fran. We did not take advantage of any of the breaks that Lawrenceburg gave us.
That's right.
And, you know, again, when you're playing a team as elite as Lawrenceburg, you know, you have to take what's given to you, and you have to take advantage of that, or otherwise they're going to start putting the hammer down. And we started seeing that towards the last half of the second half, second quarter. I mean, they started to tighten up on their defense. Any mistakes that they made defensively at the line, they corrected. So, you know, again, 28-0, you know, we could easily be a 14-14 game. Could easily be. So we got to take that confidence into the locker room and say, hey, listen, we've played very well with them. We just have to now start taking advantage of anything that's given to us, and hopefully we can turn this game around.
The Tigers scored with 9 minutes and 7 seconds to go in the opening period to make it a 6-0 ball game, and their extra point try was good, 7-0 at the end of the first quarter of play. They scored with 7:13 to play in the second period, went up by a 14-0 score. With 1 minute and 3 seconds, they scored. 21-0 was that score, and with a half a second left, they scored again to make it 28-0. So the Tigers, they've taken advantage of every break they've forced here in this ball game.
Yeah, and that's what good teams do.
Sure.
You know, even though you're giving, you know, they had a couple fumbles that they covered themselves, and they have had you know, 2 interceptions, and the last interception was deep in their territory. Was very deep in their territory, but their defense clamped down, and again, we just didn't take any advantage of the mistakes they were giving us. You know, hopefully we can come out with the same confidence that we had.
Hope so.
Start this game and maybe turn it around.
Well, we talked about the big plays, and that's if they were able to pull them
Yeah,
off.
well, you know, Lawrenceburg is just one of those teams that just they're going to have the big plays. As
Sure.
Shotzi just gave me the official stats. You know, we've run the ball 15 times for 104 yards. You know, I didn't think we'd get 100 yards against Lawrenceburg the whole game.
I
In fact,
agree.
we got 104.5 is good. We've had 3 first downs. Our passing's 1 for 4 for 1 yard. Again, like the fact that we have passed the ball. We've had 2 penalties, third down conversions, 0 for 4, 3 turnovers. That right there.
Yes.
We've been in the red zone 1 time and have not scored for Lawrenceburg. 16 carries, 243 yards. I mean, that's over 10 yards a carry.
Right.
It's almost 20 yards a carry. That's a lot. That's about 18 yards. They've only had 2 first downs. Of course, when you got 10, 15-yard plays for touchdowns.
You don't need a first down, right?
Passing 1 for 2 for 36 yards. They've had 8 penalties. Again, lots of penalties that have helped us that we haven't corrected.
That's right.
They're 0 for 3 or 0 for 1 on third down conversions. They've had 2 turnovers. Again, one was deep in our territory. We didn't score. They were in the end zone 2 times for 2 touchdowns. Again, Lawrenceburg, you know, what can you say? That's why they are the way where they are, and you know, we definitely you know, have not taken advantage of anything they've given us.
We're having senior night right now, and the football seniors are coming down the track. Seth Bean was the first one with his parents, John and Laura Bean. Seth has participated in football all 4 years of high school. He's been a member of the FFA for 3 years. He plans to attend Indiana Business College to become a certified vet technician. Dalton DuBois, number 32, with his mom, Ruth Ann DuBois. Dalton has participated in 1 year of track and football all 4 years of high school. His future plans are to attend college to play football and major in architectural design. Garrett Flowers, his parents, Andy Flowers and Kelly Orr. Garrett has participated in track for a year and football for 3. He's been involved in the annual Guy Girl Dance with the Spartanettes, a member of the cheer block, and attends Whitewater Technical Career Center for precision machining. At graduation, Garrett plans to continue his career in precision machining. Donovan Foreman, number 12, his parents Tony Nicholson and Rebecca Foreman. Donovan has participated in track for a year and football all 4 years of high school. His future plans are to attend IUPUI to study dental hygiene. James Henley, parents Jason Hensley and Amy Holcomb. James has participated in 1 year of track, 2 years of football. His future plans are to go to college. Skylar Hentz, mom is April Gabbard. Escorting him, Skylar has participated in 3 years of track and football. His plans to continue his track career in college and study business administration. Jared Isaacs, his parents Danny and Suzanne Isaacs. Jared has participated in track for 3 years and football all 4 years of high school. During this past summer, Jared achieved the rank of an Eagle Scout. His future plans are to receive his certification to be an electrical lineman. Zance Martinez, his mom and dad, are parents are Andy and Tanya Beckman. Zance has participated in track and wrestling for 3 years and football for all 4 years. He was a member of the academic team for 3 years, Skills USA for 2 years, and Nation Technical Honors Society for 2 years. He plans to attend either Anderson University or Indiana State and major in cyber security. Dylan Roan. Dylan has participated in wrestling for 3 years and football all 4 years. He plans to join the Marines after high school. His parents are Scott Roan and Markeen. Jared Snicker, parents are Doug and Myra Snicker. He's played football for 1 year. His plans after high school are to attend IU East for computer networking. Cody Weaver, his parents, Ryan and Linda Weaver. Cody has participated in football for 3 years. His plans after graduation are to become a radiologist and to study diagnostic medical sonography and later to become a coach. Dylan Weber's parents are Alan and Melissa Weber. Dylan has participated in basketball for a year, baseball for 3, and football all 4 years. He attends the Whitewater Technical Career Center for Building Trades. He plans to join the U.S. Army following graduation. Right now, some of the band members are coming on. Tyler Case, escorted by Jeff and Cheryl Case, Christian Heath, Matt, and Angela Lewis, his escort. Taylor Hobbs, Nicole Lively, the escort, Sarah Kelly, John and Susan Kelly, Ethan Price, Darren and Teresa Price, Raven Tevis, Hogan and Bobby Tevis, and Abby Tommen, Ed and Jackie Tommen. Those are the band members, seniors. And cross country will be coming up here shortly. Coach Glenn Arndt, Peyton Caldwell, his Chad and Shay Caldwell, his mom and dad, Highland Combs, Larry and Crystal Combs. Alexa McDonald, Tyler and Leanne McDonald, James Smith, Travis and Linda Pass, and Wes Smith, Will Smith, and Joanna Revelay. The girls golf, Coach Chris Bell, Rachel Kroger, parents Wadetta Mason and Addison Myers, Mark Myers, and Sheila Gross. It is boys soccer. Coach Mike Bottomley will have Cole Garrison, his parents Greg and Paula Garrison, Ethan Harris, Wayne and Katrina Harris, Peyton Kiefaber, Scott and Amy Kiefaber, Dalton Lee, Brett and Angie Lee, Rylan Scott, Dan and Rhonda Scott, Ryan Scott, and Dan and Rhonda Scott, his mom and dad, and Zane Spurlock, Grayson and Leah Spurlock. In girls soccer, Jeff Cooley is the coach, Ali Angeles, Armand and Tammy Angeles are the parents, Tori Bostwick, Dan and Patty Bostwick, Holly Hoffman, Ben and Steph Hoffman, Caitlin Lohman, Brad and Vivian Lohman, Harley McQueen, Jason and Michelle McQueen, Abby Parker, Tammy Parker, parent, Grace Samiento, Frank and Violet Samiento, and Brianna Shook, Dustin and Kim Shook. Those are the girls soccer seniors that are being honored here tonight on senior night at CHS. Boys tennis, Coach Chris Bloom. The manager is Haley Birch, Jerry Birch, her dad, Jordan Cooley, Tom and Alice Cooley, the parents, Ross Ferguson, Sue Ferguson, Ryan McIntyre, Trevor and Tammy McIntyre, Nick Muston, Greg and Laurie Muston, Mason Stevens, Derek and Verbeck Stevens. And volleyball, the coach is Tori Whitmore, and the seniors being honored, Olivia Barrett, Jennifer Barrett, the parent, Layla Fitzgerald, Rob and Angie Fitzgerald, Kendall Moriarty, Mike and Jamie Moriarty, Bright Phillips, Julie Phillips, Bella Ulmer, Drew and Julie Ulmer. Cheerleading, the coach Jenny Mitchell, Chloe Eggers, Sean Eggers, and Christy Markham, Cheyenne Harmeyer, Jeff and Nancy Harmeyer, Tia Horning, Wade and Stacy Boyd, Jordan Ling, senior, and mom and dad, Rodney and Venus Ling, Sydney Moore, Scott and Charity Moore, Carly Payne, Rodney and Carolyn Payne, Brooke Townsend, a cheerleader, Mike and Jane Townsend, her mom and dad, Lauren Truesdale, Bruce and Kathy Truesdale. And the Spartanettes, Coach Sandy Toshlog, Emily Judd, her mom and dad are Rob and Carolyn Judd, and Stevie Meyer, Mike Meyer, and April Collier. So those are the seniors being honored here tonight for the fall sports at CHS. Ron, very nice.
Oh, very nice to honor all the fall seniors.
Yes, and there are 7 fall sports, so there are quite a few seniors.
Quite a few seniors.
Yes, right. Again, we are at halftime. It is a 28-0 score in favor of the Lawrenceburg Tigers here in this game at Spartan Stadium tonight on TV3. We'll be having the second half getting underway here shortly, but right now let's take this break on the TV3 Game of the Week.
Bigfoot or
play basketball.
boy found.
Back at Spartan Stadium, Connersville High School campus. Second half about to begin of tonight's ball game between the Lawrenceburg Tigers and the Connersville Spartans. Tigers with a 28-0 lead at halftime, and Ron, they scored twice with a little over a minute to play in this ball game.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They scored with 1:03 and then with a half a second.
Yeah, that half a second was crazy. That kid jumped up over everyone to get the touchdown. Again, Lawrenceburg did not play well. And you mentioned it earlier that we had to play the perfect game, and then they had to play their C game.
Yes.
And it did. They played their C game. We unfortunately didn't play the perfect game. We have 3 turnovers.
And we didn't take advantage of the opportunities given us.
8 penalties.
Yes.
Lawrenceburg committed that half. 8 penalties. And a lot of them were big 15-yard personal foul penalties.
They were walking off a lot of yardage against those guys.
Yeah, we may have more yardage and penalties given to us, but again, we didn't take advantage of it. Now we start this half 28-0, but they get the ball as well. So, again, we have to take advantage of any opportunity that Lawrenceburg gives us. Any opportunity, we have to take advantage. We got to get in the end zone.
The boys kicks off for Connersville, a low kick taken at the 28-yard line by Lawrenceburg, and the Tiger goes into Spartan traffic and is down at about the 38-yard line.
I think they're actually going to give him, right at the 39.
You're right, 39-yard line. And short return by Lawrenceburg, good defense by Connersville. Now Spartans dig in on defense, try to keep this Lawrenceburg team from adding to their 28 points.
Yeah, again, they're coming out. Again, they know even though they're up 28-0, they're coming out with renewed vigor. They didn't play well that half, and they know it.
Snap from center. Number 10 takes the football, runs to his left, finds a little bit of running room, and gets to about the 47-yard line. Maybe the short of the 1st and 10, but pretty good pickup.
Yeah, nice pickup. Looks like about 6-7 yards, maybe 8. Yeah, looks like, but he's one of those guys that we got to watch out for, because he's only a freshman. Their quarterback, number 10 there, Adam Bird. He's only a freshman. So, that's not good news at all.
Tigers line up. The quarterback has a teammate right next to him, and he fires long, and the intended receiver slips and falls incomplete. A couple of Spartan defenders back there, but they didn't have much to do because he was on the ground when the football came toward him. Yeah, and that just wasn't a good pass either. It was good penetration there from the line from the Spartans to get to the quarterback to kind of force that throw right there. So, a 3rd and 2, definitely manageable for Lawrenceburg, but, Spartans again, got to clamp down right here. Snap from center, right to number 7. Number 7 takes the football, and he gets across the 50-yard line into Spartan territory, enough for a 1st and 10.
Yeah, you have to know that as soon as Mason, that's number 7, Mason Paris, as soon as he's in the backfield, that the ball is going to go to him. At 9 times out of 10, it's done that. Mason Paris, interesting note, that kid is the number 1 ranked high school in his weight class, heavyweight weight class. He's the number 1 ranked wrestler in the nation. But he wants to play football too, so he's been
if he wrestles like he plays football.
Oh, he's good. Well, he's only lost 1 time, and there's a flag. And a helmet coming off.
Stopped by the Spartans as the ball carrier is forced back. That was Dawson Craig, number 11.
Yeah, Paris, Mason Paris, he's only lost 1 time. That was when he was a freshman. And he lost to a senior, so he's, don't like to lose. But again, he's, as it gets Lawrenceburg, but he's being recruited by some top colleges in wrestling, but he also wants to play football, so maybe he can do both.
There's a walk-off against Lawrenceburg, a ball back to the 44-yard line.
Not sure if wrestling is the same season as.
First down, about 20 yards to go.
Yeah, at least they got the first down. So
yes.
But again, puts them back. That's what we want.
Snap from center, taken off. They get up to the center as the ball carrier, and he's finally going to be stopped, but not before.
Well, maybe not.
I thought he was stopped a couple of times, but he's around inside the 20-yard line.
Yeah, that delayed draw worked the first time that they scored, about 10, 12 yards out. And again, right here again, as Bird, they looked like he was going back for the pass, and he saw that lane wide open. I mean, he's through 10 yards without even a hand on him, Fred.
That's Dawson Craig who took the ball, a 6-foot senior at Lawrenceburg High School.
Yeah, what? No, was it? It looks
Yeah,
like
Bird handed off.
No, it's 10 right there.
Oh, is it? I
Yeah.
thought it was 11.
No, I looked at it too. At first, I thought you were right. Yeah, there's number 11.
Now 11 is caught behind the line of scrimmage and thrown for a loss. As a good tackle by the Spartans number 78 who gets in there.
You know, again, not overcommitting right there on the Spartans. As number 78 got in there and, you know, read the ball. Again, see, you know, we have those good plays like that, Fran, but again, we give up the big plays as well.
Yes.
Got to be consistent on defense.
3-yard loss, 2nd and 13. Tigers deep in Connersville territory. Snap from center.
Wow, that's a good move. Wow.
Spartans finally stopped the ball carrier, but he's around the 10-yard line, I believe.
Yeah. Man, he just was zigging and zagging. He's not the biggest guy. I mean, they got Bird listed as 5'9". I mean, only 5'9" guy I know that was that good. It was Doug Flutie, you know, and this Bird guy, he knows how to weave his way through the defense.
It's that 1st and goal for Lawrenceburg. Ball around the 5-yard line.
And
he's
he's
the ball
in,
carrier.
Yeah,
touchdown by Lawrenceburg here in the opening of the 2nd half.
Yeah, I mean, that's just very disciplined offensive series there from Lawrenceburg. I mean, nice lane, just enough, you know, and you got enough power to carry a few guys. That's impressive.
There's a point after try coming up here. Snap on its way. And the Tigers just don't miss, Ron.
No, they don't.
35-0 as their exit point. Try is good.
May not be beautiful, but it gets through there. That one was his longest kick through. One of them just kind of barely seemed like it went through.
Comes with 8:50 in the 3rd period on the clock, and the Spartans will get the ball for the first time here in the 2nd half.
You know, confidence, that's the only thing you could talk about right there with that offensive series there from Lawrenceburg. They had confidence, even though they had a couple penalties that didn't go their way. They didn't let it deter them at all. They just marched on down there. And again, you know, when you are playing a team and they're not playing their best, you got to play that much better. And, you know, Lawrenceburg now is starting to grind. They've scored 3 touchdowns in a very short period of time.
Right. I mean, we knew that they were an offensive powerhouse when they came to town because of their record.
And defense, too. I mean, their defense is outstanding, too, only giving up 16 points a game. That's incredible. Especially they only gave up 15 to
6-game winning streak they brought to town. Here's the kick. And it is out of bounds at around inside the 15-yard line. Spartans will be deep in their own territory.
You know, definitely got to score here. I mean, that goes without saying. I like to see the faithful come out of their seats.
Yes. Yeah, the Spartans need to score. They've been scoreless now in 6 quarters.
Yeah, that's not fun when you go
4 against East Central and 2 tonight against Lawrenceburg.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, we definitely want to score. You don't want that drought to continue. I mean, especially as you're getting closer to sectional time, and next week's opponent's not a cupcake either. No
pushover at Batesville.
No,
the Bulldogs always represent their school well.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, the Spartans putting the ball in play and trying to get loose for some gain, and finally dropped at the 45, 46-yard line as Du Bois.
You know, rarely do we talk about sure speed, but I mean that right there was power by Dalton. I mean, pure power. I mean, he has a mix of power and speed right there. He showed his power and his speed by bouncing off that defender and coming around and waiting for his, again, patience. That kid has lots of vision downfield.
The officials are conferring. Is there another?
I didn't see a flag. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know why they're.
I don't know.
Over there it's against Lawrenceburg. So.
Right.
I did not see a flag. Let's see if they pick.
I see one now. Right there at the 44-yard line.
I don't really.
15-yard penalty.
And again, that's a 15-yard penalty. So we take it. I don't know what that meant. I don't know what that penalty was for.
The ball is at the Lawrenceburg 40-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Spartans.
Yeah, again, you got to take advantage of that. How many 15-yard penalties have they given us?
I've lost
a whole lot, at least 4.
At least 4,
yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that right there is what, 60 yards?
Yes. Here's a pitch out to Du Bois, who's in traffic and going to be dropped for a loss.
Yeah, wow.
He tried to turn the corner and met by some guys in black and orange.
Speed on the guys in black and orange, able to get through. You know, speed and power. You know, you gotta feel for Kelly back there as he's, he's got to make the determination.
Adam has company in a hurry.
Yeah, he's got a lot of company in a hurry.
2nd and 12 for Connersville at the Lawrenceburg 42-yard line.
Poor kid, he's taking a beating back there.
Yes.
Because he knows even if he hands it off, he's going to take a. And that's another loss of yards.
Donovan took the ball, and Lawrenceburg players were on him right now and shoved him back, but they will be putting the ball at the 43-yard line of Lawrenceburg.
You know, they're just getting through our line so quickly, Fran. It's like they are it's like they know what's going to be called.
They read the play.
Yeah.
It's 3rd down and long for the Spartans.
And they're powering through our offensive line.
Kelly under center. Calls the signals. There's the handoff, and
again, no gain. They may have lost a half a yard or a yard, 4th down. You got to, maybe try to punt, put them in. But at the same time, again, not.
4th down coming up for the Spartans. Apparently they're going to go for it.
Yeah, and why not? I mean,
it's.
I mean, we can punt and put them deep in their own end, but might as well try to go for it. We're down 34. Now, if we were down 7-0, that would be a totally different call. But down 34-0, might as well just try to go for it.
Spartans line up, tight formation. There's a handoff, man getting loose, but it's going to be short, way short.
Yeah, again, 4th and long, 3rd and long, just cannot.
Tigers
can't do it.
Will take over on down.
Again, that's
Dalton Du Bois, the ball carrier. And it's at the 37-yard line of Lawrenceburg, 1st and 10 as they take over on downs.
That just shows you right there, what kind of a team Lawrenceburg is. Power. I mean, power and speed. And they got abundance of both.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Here's the play.
Nice defense.
And the Spartans, 4 or 5 guys in
another
red.
helmet coming off for the Spartans.
Pile on top of the ball carrier.
Yeah, number 57. I don't know if that was his 2nd time, but number 57 for the Spartans, his helmet came off, and you don't like to see that, as Maxwell Crank is a 5'11" junior, and his helmet came off. That's the 2nd time this quarter.
2nd down, 2nd and 9 for Lawrenceburg. Ball at their own 43. Correction, at their own 38. Fading, rolling out for a pass, but all of his receivers covered. And the Spartans,
and there's a flag.
Drop the ball carrier down, and penalty flag flies.
And that may be against us. That may be a roughing personal foul. Yep, that's going to be 1st down. Yeah, I saw that. Looked like we came down a little. Let's see what we got right here. Is great passing coverage. As
Bird takes the snap from center.
Yeah, and it just collapses. The
Spartans.
Let's see what we see here.
In on him, like a clean tackle to me. But
well, there's a late number 60 going in there. There was no reason for that. Yeah, it's Dylan Rowan.
Work off against the Spartans. Will put the ball to Lawrenceburg 48-yard line, 49-yard line, 1st and 10.
Again, we've had a few of those 15-yard penalties too, Fran. I mean,
that's right.
You can't have those against this team.
Snap from center, taken by Bird, heads to his left, finds a hole, and finally is dragged down inside Connersville territory.
You know, and a penalty like that will just kill any momentum that you have. As the defense has not played very bad, I mean, that would have been a 3rd and long for the Spartans, but instead now it's, you know, they had that first down, and Bird gained a couple right there, what, 3 maybe?
Right, 2nd and 7. Lawrenceburg in Connersville territory.
You know, mistake after mistake after mistake.
Snap from center, pushing forward. Ball carrier dropped, but not before he picks up enough yardage for the 1st and 10 and then some.
Yeah, that was very good. That was number 9. It looked like there for, and went right to Austin Weimer.
34-yard line is where the ball is spotted at the Spartan 34. Lawrenceburg driving once again. They're out in front 35-0.
You know, again, just impressive right now. Really about a minute. Here's
number
Mason.
7.
Yeah.
Well, he's dropped this time by several.
Without going to get the first down.
He's very close to the 1st and 10.
Yeah, Mason Paris right there. He's eating up a lot of yards. Again, every time you see him back there, you got to know the ball is going to him.
That's right.
And again, there's a guy touching him, and you know, he's just going with him. A guy's on his legs, and he's still. I mean, I don't know how much more you can do. I mean, you've
Right.
got the whole team's almost on him to bring him down. I mean, that's what you teach him. Grab the guy's leg, grab him by the waist, and the Spartans were doing that, and he's still powering his way through. That's his wrestling skills right there. He's not wanting to get down.
Ball at the 25 of Connersville, 2nd and
That's
1.
impressive.
And to the near side is
there was a flag. That's going to be against
thrown, and the ball carrier is thrown out of bounds.
Yeah, that's coming back.
Coming in for the Spartans on the tackle.
Yeah, definitely coming back. It's going to be against Lawrenceburg. Not sure if they're going to get the block in the back or the hold, which one, but
Officials talk it over with the Spartans to see what they want to do.
Yeah, they're definitely going to push them back. You've got to take the penalty.
That's right.
You don't want to, 3rd and 1. Yeah.
The options are being explained to one of the Spartan captains.
Here we go. Yeah, they got the hold. Yeah. There looked like there was a block in the back and the hold as well.
Another pretty good walk-off. It was 10 yards, I think. For a change, we'll make it 10.
Yeah. And you know, again, how many penalties? It's got to be over 100 yards for Lawrenceburg. I mean, that's and we still have 0.
2nd down and about 13 yards for Lawrenceburg in Spartan territory.
Yeah.
Here's
number
handoff.
11.
Number 11 takes it and gets.
Nice tackle.
Oh, one man was there to stop him, and it's a good tackle by the Spartans.
Yeah, that was a great tackle right there by number 11 for the Spartans as he, saved the touchdown there. That was Weaver. Weaver's all over the place tonight.
He did a good job.
Yeah, again, that's a nice tackle. You see Weaver coming up here, going low to bring him down. That's what you got to do.
That number 11, Craig, when he gets going, he has a lot of speed, Ron.
Yeah, he does. He has a lot of speed. You got Paris, who has the power and some of the speed, but you got number 11 there with this
quarterback,
speed.
Bird, carrying the ball, caught by Spartan defenders.
Yeah, I tell you what, Bird, man, that kid, he's impressive. Not very good in the air, but boy, he knows how to wait for his blockers. Of course, if you have that kind of blocking, I could run for 300 or 400 yards.
Ball spotted at the 22-yard line.
I'd be winded after 2 yards, but
about a 2nd and 9 coming up for Lawrenceburg. They're in Spartan territory.
Again, not waiting at all. And I think he may be in.
It's close to.
No, he must have stepped out.
Near the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I thought he was going in, hit the pylon, but and there's a Spartan
Weimer
down.
again, Austin Weimer. Spartan down. Let's see. Hopefully this isn't too serious.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I was watching the ball, but he's on his side. Not sure if it's it looks like. Not sure what they're going to treat. Yeah, I hate to see that. As the other trainer from the other.
Right, coming in. That's Very sportsmanlike for
Yeah.
them to send their trainer out too
Yeah.
in Lawrenceburg.
And they're getting him may have lost maybe a. Yeah, not sure.
Hopefully, maybe just a wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, that's
hopefully.
what I hope so too. Is
right.
Adam comes on over to check on his player. Again, don't like that at all.
No.
Yeah, here that reports it looks like it's around his knee. Yeah, don't like that. Don't like that at all. I like the wind knocked out of him. That's what I like.
It would be much
you can
better.
Get that back, yeah, knees.
Football's a collision sport.
It is, yeah.
These things happen.
Yeah, it's one of those things, especially when you're a parent watching your kid out there. You don't like to see that as all as he looks like he's getting up his own power. Nope.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
he's up on his feet and limping, but
yeah, maybe the back of his knees. Yeah, not sure what we could have picked up on the. But he's walking on his own, you know, with a limp. But that's good that they're not dragging him out there. And yeah, it's, you know, again, hate to see that number. Was that 79? Do we have him on our?
No, he's not listed on our roster, unfortunately. So
78.
He isn't listed on our roster.
Yeah, either. Yeah.
Okay, Lawrenceburg ball near the end zone.
Well, we wish him all the best, and hopefully he'll get some treatment to get back out there.
Here's the play into the end zone is the ball carrier.
Yeah, Spartans had with the Paris, and they went and got him, but then, you know, they didn't catch that guy as number one. Just went in there untouched. Dakota Roth for him, and he's a freshman. You see that there. Was that number 1 or 8?
I think it was 9. I believe Weimer. I believe Ron.
Whatever, they're all young.
Point try is.
And that's good too.
The score coming with 2 minutes and 2 seconds remaining in the third period.
Lawrenceburg playing like the team that we, you know, read on paper, playing very, very well. You know, again, the penalties, those are things you can correct. The things that you don't like, if you're the Lawrenceburg coach, that's what you're going to, I mean, you're going to let your players have it on the bus going home. We cannot give up over 100 yards at all. It didn't hurt them. But again, normally when you give up over 100 yards in penalties, it's not a good night for you. But again, the Spartans have had plenty of opportunities, and Lawrenceburg's playing the definition of bend, don't break.
Yes.
Yeah, they've been bent a few times.
Yes.
But again, we're not making them bend. That's a difference when we make them bend. But they're bending themselves as far as with all the penalties, and you know we're not doing anything to make them bend, which is not going to make them break.
That touchdown and extra point makes it 42-0 in favor of the Tigers. It is the kick. It'll be going out of bounds. Spartans will be putting the ball in play around the 20-yard line. Let's see, maybe closer to the 15. Let's see where they spot the ball.
You know, it's hard to believe. I'll get it at 35. You know, it's hard to believe at one time it was 7-0 for like a quarter and a half. I mean, deep into the second quarter.
Yes. At the end of the first period, it was 7-0, and then they didn't score again until 7:13.
Yeah,
so we played in the first half.
And that was one of those long runs by Paris that kind of was a broken play that you know that they scored on, and then they scored 2 touchdowns with like 1:03 to go.
Ball spotted at the 35-yard line is where the Spartans put it in play and maybe pick up a yard on that play.
Yeah. As a running back, you gotta, it's got to be frustrating. As you see here, DuBois coming around and he's just waiting for the lane to open, and he sees it's not. So he just, you know, puts his head down and tries to plow through, and he's got 5 guys on it, 5-6 guys on it. I mean, that's, you know, I see the, you know, an ice bath after this game for that guy.
Well, they played good defense, as we mentioned.
Yeah.
They allow an average of 16 points a game.
Well, that's, and that ball was taken away from our guy, and he's going in for the touchdown.
Lawrenceburg.
Yeah, that's, I mean, when you, again, that was amazing. And it's amazing to me that we had, Kelly was handing off the ball to Foreman, and look at this right here. The guy's right there on both of them.
That's Jonah Rolfs.
Yeah, so they're like, okay, we're just going to take the ball away from you, and he did, and he's gone. I mean, you had one guy could have tackled both of our guys. That's a busted play. That's not. Wow, that's amazing. And Dalton, you know, giving up 3 or 4 inches on this guy, you know, is trying to bring him down just a little bit too late.
We've seen plays here tonight, Ron, that we
haven't seen in a long time.
Very often.
Yeah. Wow. That is just, you know, it's unbelievable.
49-0 with the extra point going through.
Yeah.
1:15 on the clock here in the 3rd period.
I mean, just think at you know, 103 to go, Fran, in the 2nd quarter. It was 14-0.
Yes, they scored with 1:03 left to go, and then to make it 21-0, and then the extra. With a half a second they scored. It went up 28-0 at halftime.
Wow. Yeah, and here they, you know, 21 points in this, you know, not even the 3rd quarter's over. It's very, very impressive, and they're scoring in so many different ways. I mean,
yes.
You know, that right there again, you had trying to hand off the ball, and you have one guy that's going to tackle both of our players.
I don't know who Lawrenceburg will be playing in the sectional, but I think we'll see them go pretty far.
Yeah.
In the postseason play.
Oh, you know that they want to play East Central again.
Yes. Ball taken by the Spartan at the 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Finally caught at the 40-yard line. And nice return by the Spartans, number 24, Colin Sizemore.
Yeah, Sizemore had, you know, he's a freshman. He had a nice run. Again, you know, we've done very well at running the ball back. Of course, we've had that 7-8 times. And we just need to, you know, we just need to score. I mean, nobody's going to believe we're coming back from 49 down.
Yeah, we've had some good plays, good games, but we just sputter and the drive comes to an end.
Yeah, it's not like we've played horribly.
No.
You know, we should have had, you know, many more touchdowns, but right now
there's a mix-up, and
you know, this is a different Lawrenceburg team that we were playing the first, you know, quarter and, you know, the first 23 minutes of the ball game. You know, a totally different team. I'm right now. Look at this. You know, there's no time to hand the ball off.
No.
You know,
it's a loss on the play for the Spartans. It'll be a 2nd and 12.
We're the pass plays that we were at, but we got to get Adam in the shotgun because he's not getting any time at all for anything. I mean, you talk about being wore down. Our offensive line is wore down.
Pitch out to Du Bois. Tripped up around the 39 or 40-yard line.
Yeah, and in the beginning, those plays were yielding, you know, 7-8 yards. You know, those pitch outs like that. But again, the speed. Look at the speed. You know, we're pushing off. You know, their guy pushed off one of our guys, and you know, it's just it's an amazing to watch how good this team is at the line, how fast they are, how they read the offense.
Well, they're a real machine. That's all, that's all I can say about it.
Yeah, end of the 3rd quarter.
Played 3 quarters here tonight in this ball game at Spartan Stadium. Spartans are down 49-0 with 12 minutes left to play in tonight's ball game. Changing directions on the field for the final 12.
Yeah, again, now we're 7 quarters without scoring. I mean, this is not good going sectionals.
Not at all.
At one time, we were 4-2 and feeling pretty good. You know, but again, we have beaten the teams that we were supposed to beat.
Yes,
you know,
you're right.
We have beaten the teams we were supposed to beat. You know, again, East Central, Franklin County, Lawrenceburg is just, you know, they're far superior teams. That's you know, that's the only thing you can say is that they're far superior teams.
They're the best teams in southeastern Indiana.
Oh, without question.
East Central and Lawrenceburg.
Yeah, without question. And then you got Franklin County, who, you know, they hammered us by 50.
Spartans at their own 39-yard line. Snap from center. A pass that will
From here, it looked like it may have been picked off, but it hit the ground before.
Too, apparently. I still
yeah, that's scary.
Incomplete. Yeah, it looked like a guy from Lawrenceburg had it.
Yeah, Kelly just trying to oomph it in there, and it did fall, yeah.
4th down for the Spartans, 4th and long, so punt coming up.
Yeah.
Du Bois will stand at his 25-yard line.
Let's put them back. Punt it.
Snap from center, good one.
That's a good
Here's
punt.
the punt. It'll be taken at the 30-yard line by you-know-who. And he breaks through the Spartans defenders and is finally going to be dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Wow, that's unbelievable. And one of our Spartans is hurt.
Returned by Jaden Isham. He's a 6'2" junior at Lawrenceburg High School.
Wow, is that Du Bois over there on the sideline that's coming down with his hand?
I think
so. We don't like that at all.
Yeah, it is. Dalton, number 32.
Yeah, he's not happy at all. It looks like his, somehow hit his hand. Not sure if his fingers caught with the helmet from the. But he's walking not happy at all. Yeah, we need to get him as he throws his helmet off. He's in some pain.
So the Tigers put the ball in play. Quarterback rolls to his right,
there. Wow,
finds
nice
some
tackles.
holes. Finally stopped, but he picks up a 1st and 10 as he is close to the 10-yard line.
I tell you what, Weaver, that kid's all over the place. Good news for Weaver is he's only a sophomore. That kid's going to get better, but I mean, he's making those. I mean, that would have been a touchdown.
Yes.
I mean, Weaver, he's played outstanding defense.
2nd and 1 looks like for the Tigers deep in Connersville territory.
Du Bois still being worked on, and he's not happy. Left wrist is what they're looking on for Du Bois.
Come the Tigers. Snap from center, plowing through, getting around the 5-yard line.
Yeah, and it seems like they just have that burst right there, Fran. When they get through the lane, they burst, and it just seems like they pick up some extra power when they're. It's like you touch them and boom, they're. That's what's amazing.
A lot of speed on this team. A lot of speed.
Yeah. Right underneath the time is our YouTube channel. Check us out, YouTube. Local TV3 is the channel. Catch everything that we have on YouTube.
Ball placed at the 6-yard line.
Oh, that's a nice
snap
bet.
from center.
We don't know if we have it, but it looks like we may. And we did.
Spartan recover a fumble.
Yeah, I couldn't quite tell from here, if we would have got it, but again, we got the fumble. Let's hopefully turn this around and get some points on the board. Again, 7 quarters without a touchdown. That's not what you want to go to as you get close to the sectional.
Well, they're 90 yards from pay dirt, so that's because
true.
They start at their own 10-yard line.
Right.
But a recovery's a recovery.
A recovery's a recovery.
That's right.
Yeah, they didn't score, so that's just let us try to score. Again, Du Bois. He's not being worked on now. Not sure if he went, what happened with that. If he's back out there, I can't quite see from here, but he was getting his left wrist worked on by the trainer.
Here comes Weber wide to the near side for Connersville. There's Kelly rolling out.
Yeah,
no, he hands off. I thought he was rolling out for a pass. Gets to Du Bois, who moves the ball to the 22-yard line.
Yeah, either he's healed or he's, just going to be playing through the pain, which, knowing Dalton, he's going to be out there no matter what. He injured his ankle a few weeks ago and still came back, so, rub a little dirt in it and get him back out there. And again, watch right here. This is classic. He knows he's going to get nailed right here, covers the ball. Well, no, he does right here. No, he didn't. I thought for sure I saw him grab it. I thought for sure I saw him. But that was slow motion. I could see it more clearly.
Nice gain for the Spartans. They're at their own 22-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, I like that gain.
Snap from center. Spartans try to penetrate that Tiger line, and it won't give.
No, it's not given at all.
I haven't seen it. I don't think we've had too much luck going into their line.
They've put the clamp down on that one, Fran.
Yes, no gain on the play, 2nd and 10. Kelly comes to the near side to get the play call.
Yeah, again, 9:16 to go in this ball game. Definitely love to see us score for the faithful. Got to end this drought.
Kelly under center will hand off, and Well, those two boys who carried the ball, maybe a yard or two. Is that about it? Or
If that.
that's going to save.
Yeah, I guess they are going to give him about a yard.
But it's going to be third down coming up
Third
for
and 9.
the Spartans.
Again, these third and longs, got to work on these. You can't have them at any time. Yeah, see that
play.
Yeah, they knew that. They read it. They had their linebackers.
It seems like
out of the
all night
line.
long they've been able to anticipate the plays.
Yeah, I mean, if you again started that play, they had their linebackers were, they were there. They knew it. I mean, you can't. It's like they know what's being called.
4th and 7 for the Spartans. Calls for a punt coming up here.
You almost think that the fumble kind of, delayed the inevitable of them scoring again. If they score, that's, Spartans are at 99 points the last 2 games they've given up. That's not good.
Punt will be coming down to 45-yard line at Connersville.
Another helmet off of the Spartans. Yeah, we can't be having that. Look at that, the same guy, number 57. They got to fix his helmet. Maxwell Crank got to fix that guy's helmet.
So the Tigers will put the ball in play at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, that's not good. Crank's helmet coming off all the time.
Finally moving the chains. I don't know what the delay is.
I know. I was wondering that too. I thought, wait a minute, why
are they still there?
Yeah.
Okay, here come the Tigers out. Snap from center. Ball carrier into the Spartans defense. Gets across the 50-yard line to about the 49 of Connersville.
They do those plays right at the middle, Fran, and the difference is their offensive line is winning. Their offensive line is doing their job. And it's not that our offensive line isn't doing our job. It's just that our offensive line is playing against a better defensive line, of the Tigers. They're overpowering us. We're not able to do that from the defensive standpoint against their offensive line.
Spartans set the defense. Here comes the ball carrier to the near side. Caught and dropped at the 45-yard line.
There's Crank again. Kept his helmet on that time, but he's
good stop by the Spartans. Ball will be spotted at the 46-yard line.
Again, get touched and still able to get 3 or 4 yards right there before Crank came over and got him.
So a third down coming up for.
He didn't want to let him go.
For Lawrenceburg. We'll make it a 3rd and 4.
Be good to stop him. There's going to number 7. No, it's not. Shocked.
Play up to the middle. Spartans force the ball carrier back. He gets to the 45-yard line. Let's see where they place it down. Here comes the official in from the sidelines.
There's no doubt they're going to go for it. They're not. I mean, they're confident. Their defense, looks like we got. Thought maybe 57. Thought Crank was shaken up a little bit, but apparently not. Yeah, I mean, our defense is worn out. As you see Crank bending over there, not sure if he's, taking that extra oomph. As you see looks like our camera guys.
Ball to 44. They'll go for it on a 4th and 2.
I thought there was an offside.
Snap from center.
Nice. Yep.
Ball carrier dropped for a loss on the play. Spartans will be taking over. Close to the midfield stripe.
Yeah, got 5:43 to go. Obviously, they're bringing in their 2nd and 3rd team, so we definitely would love to score right here.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of clean uniforms coming in from the far side.
Yeah, you're right about that.
As you can tell.
Yeah. So, we definitely need to score. I mean, we definitely need to score right here.
Absolutely.
Against these clean uniforms.
Ball is placed at the 46-yard line.
I like their colors, though, Fran. I like that combination. Of course, Broderick were almost identical.
Yes, they were. Spartans will be on the offense. Kelly takes the snap from center. Hands off. Ball carrier gets to the 50, maybe 49-yard line of Lawrenceburg.
I think they're just going to put it right at the 50. I thought he was over the 50. Let's see right here on the replay what we got again. he's carried a few guys.
There's a ball carrier. Well, they spot it right at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, I'd have given him another yard. That's just me.
The goodness of your heart.
Yeah, the goodness of the kindness of my heart.
That's right. Let's show a little kindness here tonight, Ref.
Yeah, confer on that. That he was at the 51. Yeah.
2nd and 6 for the Spartans. Man in motion. Here is a pass.
Oh, beautiful. There we go. I don't see any flags. So yeah, that's.
Yeah, we have to check the field for flags.
Dubois in his injured wrist. I mean, that was a bullet there from Kelly. I mean, that was a bullet right there. That was a. Again, we've tried that a few times, and again, just gave Kelly enough time to be able to find the streaking Dubois for the touchdown. And again, that was a bullet, and Dubois caught it, and he's going to kick the extra point.
Makes it 49-6 right now. Let's see if it'll be 49-7 here in a second.
Yeah, I like that we got off the snide.
Looks good.
See, we have to. There's a problem there on the left side of our line because I mean, he had 3 or 4 guys coming after him there. We got to stop that. We had 2 blocks versus Rushville from that side, and against Broad Ripple there was I think there was 1 block, and there was almost a block there again. I'm glad that the Spartans ended that over 7.5 quarter drought.
Good scoring drive by Connersville here in the final period with 4:56 on the clock.
Again, do your job, offensive line. Give Adam that time, and he found his receiver. And
well, every quarterback needs time.
Oh yeah,
You have to count on your defensive line to keep the other team from surrounding the quarterback.
Yeah, definitely don't want to be thrown off your back foot. Don't be thrown on the run that much. And he was set. Boy, I mean, that was just a beautiful throw from him. I mean, Kelly showed a strong arm right there. And good hands from Dubois. That was a rifle.
(49-7). Spartans trail. They'll be kicking off now. Taken by the Tiger at the 23-yard line. It's up to the 32-33. He's brought down.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he knew what he was going to do when he got the ball.
Didn't act for a second like, what do I do now?
Right.
That's Austin Weimer. Number 6. Here comes some new guys in from the far sidelines. And
clean jerseys, as you call.
Yeah.
Again, I don't care, if it's against their junior high team. We needed to score. We definitely needed to score, and that was good for us to get that score.
Ball's at the 32 of Lawrenceburg. They have it, 1st and 10.
Because the damage that could have been done if we couldn't have scored against their second or third string team. I mean, that right there would have really hurt our confidence.
I agree.
So the fact that we scored, helps us out a little bit. Look at your screen. Both teams have all their timeouts. Not sure it's necessary to use them.
Ball carrier dropped at the 34-yard line. So pick up of a couple.
Fran, you watch these games and a lot of times watching them, we know what happened, but it's good to see them unfold. And again, if we go back and watch that first quarter and a half, just how much of a different team this Lawrenceburg team was compared to from the second half the way through the second quarter to now. And we really have not lowered our play. It's just that they've elevated it to where it should be for them.
Blake Bartley, a freshman for Lawrenceburg, carried the football. Going to be a loss on the play. Ball resting at around the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and there's a flag, and the refs are doing their favorite thing.
We're discussing, yes.
Oh, yeah, it's on the Spartans. That's not good.
I think so.
Yeah, not holding and something behind the head.
Well, it is on the defense, isn't it?
Yeah.
personal foul penalty.
Big yard,
Personal
15-yard walk-off against the Spartans.
Yeah, and how many of those have we had tonight, too? You know, again, this is a penalty-laden, you know, after the half.
Very few 5-yard penalties tonight.
Yeah, right, yeah, if you're gonna,
they were a rarity tonight.
Yeah, if you're going to have – we only had 2 penalties in the first half. Lawrenceburg had 8. And we've had a lot this quarter.
First and 10 for the Tigers at their own 45-yard line after the walk-off. Here's the snap from center up to the middle of the Spartan line, but about a 3-yard gain maybe. 3.5 minutes show on the clock here in tonight's ball game.
Yeah, again, both teams have full timeouts. Not sure why you would want to use them.
At the 47-yard line is where the ball is placed by the official. Second down for Lawrenceburg.
One thing's for sure, these officials tonight, as you see the faithful right there still is, I mean, he thinks we're up 49-7. He still is, he's still going at it, like his dedication. But, you know, again.
Snap from center. Carrier getting up to the 50, to about the 49 of Connersville.
Yeah, that's some impressive running right there. As number 18 comes up with the ball for Lawrenceburg. That's Brendan Cox. He's a 5'9" junior.
Third down for the Tigers coming up here, about a 3rd and 4. Break from the huddle, line up. 49-7. The Tigers are out in front in this game at Connersville.
Yeah, they're just eating all the clock and why not?
Until the play clock runs down to 2-1. He just got it off in time.
Yeah. And there's
to the far side, and hugging the sideline was the ball carrier, Dakota Roth, a 9th grader at Lawrenceburg.
Yeah, and again, they have, you know, some superior freshmen. I mean, this again, look at the blocking right there. I mean, that's, you know, again, you have good blocking. I mean, that's the key to a good running back.
Yes.
I mean, if Barry Sanders had a line in Detroit, that guy would have 30,000 yards rushing. But you know, again, you know, just good blocking. You know, fundamental line play right there from Lawrenceburg.
Tigers 1st and 10 at the Connersville 43-yard line. Snap from center. Quarterback wears gloves and everything.
And there's a fumble.
Loose football bounces
like
around.
He got the ball back.
And I think a Tiger fell on it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it had to do with the gloves. Looks like number 1, Roth, was the one going after the ball. So not sure if he's the one who fumbled it or if he just recovered it. We'll find out right here. Yeah, it was going right to Roth, and he just missed it.
Loss on the play of a couple of yards. Second down coming up for the Tigers.
Now the Spartans definitely want to get the ball back and try to. Well,
we have less than a minute to go.
Yeah, so
be played in this ball game.
Yeah,
so
this is it. Last 2 plays right here. We'll have one more play after this one. I mean, one more play after the other one.
Snap from center. Hand off and pick up of maybe a couple of 3 yards.
Yeah, we're getting down to
so pretty well do it here as the players umpire. Down to 25 seconds.
Yeah.
Lawrenceburg walking off the field as they have gotten their 7th victory here tonight and have a record of 7-1. And Spartans fall in this game. 49-7 is the final score. Puts the Spartans at 4 wins and 4 losses on the season. With 1 to go, as we mentioned, they play at Batesville in the final regular season game on October 13th. Teams right now are congratulating each other, and this final period, the only score was by the Spartans, coming with 4 minutes and 56 seconds left as Dalton DuBois took it into the end zone for the Spartans' only score.
Yeah, on a pass play that was just perfectly executed there from Adam Kelly. Again, you know, we go back to the first quarter and a half of play, and And we had plenty of opportunity. This game could have been a lot different if we had scored and taken advantage of the opportunities that we were given.
In that first period, yes.
Yeah.
We had several chances that we weren't able to capitalize on. It's 20-0 in favor of the Tigers at halftime, and they go on to win in this ball game 49-6.
Unbelievable. I mean, that's Lawrenceburg, very, very good team.
Yes, we knew coming into this game that they could put points on the scoreboard, and they showed tonight why they have won 7 ball games.
Oh yeah,
7 straight games.
And again, their defense, outstanding. Again, I go back to the play where they're on their last touchdown when they took the ball away from our guys.
Yes,
we had one of their guys was going to tackle both of our players.
How many times did they poke the ball away from our ball carriers?
A couple times, yeah. I mean, we had so many turnovers,
yes.
and they've had some. They had turnovers as well, but again, we weren't able to capitalize on anything, and that's what good teams do.
Absolutely.
They don't break.
That's right. Well, Ron, as we pointed out, the Spartans had several opportunities early.
Yeah, we had several opportunities and just couldn't capitalize. And again,
yes.
There's a bend, don't break type mentality defensive-wise for Lawrenceburg. They didn't bend, they didn't break, and, well, we lost.
Yeah, the Tigers just played an outstanding game here tonight, and we wish them the best of luck in the sectional and tournament. The Spartans in the tournament will be playing Mooresville here at Spartan Stadium on October the 20th at 7 o'clock on a Friday night. So we hope all the Spartan fans will show up and urge the Spartans on to a victory, and so they advance into the post-tournament.
It's a winnable ball game.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mooresville, unfortunately, is 0-7, but that doesn't mean a whole lot.
No, it doesn't when it comes to sectional time.
That's right.
It's the fire and the desire that you have, and hopefully with the home field behind us, the faithful behind us, we can walk out of there with a victory.
Mooresville has 2 games to be played. They're playing tonight at Martinsville, and they have Indianapolis Beach Grove for their final ball game. Our final here tonight was a victory for the Lawrenceburg Tigers over the Connersville Spartans, 49-7. As always, thanks for watching Spartan Sports on TV3. This is Fran Schommel speaking for Ron Wiley. Good night, everybody.